Man, what's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Life of Tone. We back with another video. Welcome anyone that pulled up to the stream for either the Protect Sports Network or the people that already subscribed to here, man. Appreciate all the love and all the support. This three-part series has done some decent numbers. So appreciate to all y'all for pulling up to these streams and showing love and everything else on the premieres. But we get to our glory to God, man. Oh God, I'm at time right now without the Lord, Savior Jesus Christ. We're not be talking to y'all. We're gonna have another day, man. So hope all you having a blessed, safe, and prosperous day. Staying out the way. And God will help you make a play. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Today's video, talking with change the narrative, man. We're not gonna take the broad path everyone will take. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to take the narrow way.
Narrow path.
The narrow path, you know what I'm saying? And we all human, we all make mistakes and everything. But today's video, as you already know, we're doing our three-part series on the Change Narrative Podcast, episode 38, and it's exposing the industry. And we're going to expose this industry, man, for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. Hope you guys will understand what it is. And we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna let Cuzzo rap.
Hey.
Quick comment. Joe said, "Who's this A-Rap? LOL. You funny as hell, boy. You got jokes,
that's only
my
right,
boy.
Man. That's only right, Joe. Come on, man. What's up, Joe, man? What's going on, world? What's going on, YouTubers? A.L.O.T community. Hope all are well, man. Listen, man. Like, God is good, man. Like, I can go on about that. God is good. God is like he's working. He is working, man. In the midst of the storms we all in, he is working, man. Them unseen hands are working, man. So I just want to say that first and foremost. Joe, you funny, man. A-Rap, I knew you were going to say something, man. Look, don't mind the look, man. Look, the hair kind of long, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through a journey, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about finding myself and finding my place in this world that God didn't even make for me. I'm just trying to find my way in it. You know what I mean? So, like, I wanted to come on here, man, and speak on something that's important, man. This industry, man, is you know, it's one of them things where it's like we've given a pass. You know what I'm saying? We ignore it's entertainment. We don't think that it has any effect on our lives, man. Like, or we shouldn't even pay too much attention, or it's not nothing that's that serious to even focus on. But I'm here to tell you, man, I really beg to differ, yo. It's the industry, man, is one of the things where the stuff that we're condoning, man, isn't healthy. You know what I'm saying? For our spirits, man. You know what I mean? And I understand it's entertainment, and we need to laugh and enjoy life, and we utilize, you know, the entertainment business is something to play on, but we got to consider what we're consuming. You know what I'm saying? Not only what we eat, but what we mentally consume into our minds, man. And the industry has a lot of, ploys, man. You see it, man. It's very dark.
No pun intended.
It's dark, bro. It's a dark, and the industry is dark, and the focus is never on the good and the light of the world. It's always exploitation somewhere, like whether it be music or Hollywood. Is some exploitation of what happens in the real world, and they just make it into a screen, make it into entertainment for entertainment purposes. But real struggles are happening every day, and people, we need to understand that the entertainment business isn't. We shouldn't use real life scenarios in entertainment. Think about it. It's entertainment, man. It's an entertainment business. You know what I mean? We should maybe keep it on entertainment and not intertwine the realness of the world into that entertainment business, because it's too dark. We shouldn't even, you know what I mean? Like, think about music videos, man. And, I'm going to just make it quick. Think about music videos, how it's never, you ever notice that there's always like a dark theme, like whether it be fire, demons, or like a dark monstrous kind of theme, or it's never light. It's never, happiness. It's never like a warm feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's always like a dark, eerie feeling that they try to give you all the time. And it's, you ever know, I know y'all have noticed that, and I can't help but notice that. You know what I'm saying? It's always there, man. It's never good, images. It's always exploitation, man. It's always something that's just reminding you of like the messed up stuff that goes on out here, bruh. Like, especially rap, man. Like, rap, dog. It's an integral piece to this, man. Rap plays a role, yo. Rap plays a role.
Music industry plays a huge role in it.
Don't it, man? Like, and like I said, we can keep passing it off as entertainment, but it comes to a point where you got to realize that entertainment is kind of trickling into your life now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be for entertainment purposes, but we all kind of just.
We got four in the building. How the fuck we got in the building?
Yeah, we feeding off that music, man. That music is feeding people, man. You can say otherwise if you want to. But if you want to be adult about it and be grown, you know, and mature about it, you'll know that music does play a role in what's going on in our cultures, in our society, in our communities. You know what I'm saying? And it's about time we call a spade, and that's what this is about. Like the music business and the entertainment business, the industry, Hollywood, all these TV, look at me, even the media, even news media, man. It's all of that is corrupt.
All of it got some agendas to it.
Cause crazy agendas, man. And I think it's important that we understand that their agenda only unfolds by what we, you know, give it. You know what I'm saying? And if we stop doing certain things, the agenda will change to our, you know, what we want, because it's because we're asking for it and we're demanding it. But if we can keep on dabbling and condoning what they want us to, you know, to be about, it's going to stay this way, man. You know what I mean? Like these corporations.
I agree with all that for sure.
Word, cuz. Word.
Yeah. So
I won't ramble too much, man. But you know, this is a passionate and very sensitive subject for me, because the industry has done a lot to influence people around me, man. And certain things happen in my life, yo. Like, yeah, man. I blame a lot on the entertainment that we call it.
And at the end of the day, you just gotta peep what the messages in the music are saying. Like, for example, I still listen to rap. I ain't gonna lie, I still do. I still do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I listen to it with much more of a clarifying type of thing now. Like, I'm not just rocking to it no more. It's like,
I get it, cuz.
These songs, does it make sense?
I get it.
What kind of time are you on? What's up with you? Like, I listen to it for that a little bit more now than back, you know, when we didn't understand what's going on. So, for example, like Young Boy's album Colors, a song called Gangster with Quando Rondo.
Okay.
And the next song is called like That I Know, or something like that. But this is the conflict of what these rappers say. My man, of course, says, I'm trying to see what heaven like in one line. The next song on the album, the first line says, I'm a demon. You never seen the devil till you see me. So what are you? What do you want to be, young boy?
It's almost like
you want to go with God, or you want to be this demon you keep claiming to be.
It's almost like you could hear him crying out, in a sense. Like, I think that's what it is. I think these rappers be crying out. They want God. Like, why wouldn't you want to be saved from a you know what I'm saying, a detrimental life? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want God. You want to be saved like everybody else. And I think, like, that's their cry for help. Sometimes you'll hear them, dog. You hit on the head that when you're younger, man, we don't realize that all we hear is bang, 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 still, pop, pop, pop when you're a kid. But as you're an adult, you get older, you understand what you're listening to. You can dissect the music better. You can not let it influence you as much. But for the kids, though, like these 13, 14, 15-year-olds, yo, like that's their life right there. They pumping that stuff in their ears when they're on the bus, going to school. They pumping it.
I'm about to say, like,
they want to be like what they see, man. Like, they want to be what they see, dog. Whatever these dudes are talking about,
like Chicago and places like that. Like,
yeah, man, and they be real. It be really going on like that. It be really going on like that, and people who don't know nothing about that want to be involved in it, and it's not something you want to be involved in. And they'll be the first to tell you. They just don't want to.
They from Chicago will tell you, hey, when you come in this city, you got 12-year-olds carrying AKs. I can imagine going to school with 30 guns looking for ops.
I can imagine.
I don't know, you saw that video that I uploaded a reaction to my man Mac Moolah. So, like, basically the kids, you know what I'm saying, they at school, whatever, they point out sticks, and this kid unzipping his coat. He got an AK sitting right on his waist.
Damn,
at
bro.
school.
Damn, bro.
Number 14.
That's like, man.
He got sticks on him. Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's like crazy.
And the caption on phone grade, we got 20 pipes in this bitch.
Man, yo, that's wild, yo. It's crazy, scary.
14, 15
all that in one, bro. Like, sad. That's a lot, bro. Like, for a young man to feel like he got to carry that, bro. Like, you ain't just gonna carry that just because. You gotta have a reason to carry that kind of artillery, yo. That means that that boy feared for his life, and he knows he has to defend himself. And that's the bottom line, dog. All these dudes, man, it's really fear, yo. Like, it's fear. That's why
you fear the police.
You fear
a lot of
dog.
things.
You shoot first because you fear somebody gonna shoot you first. You don't just shoot just because you fear they're gonna shoot you first. Why do you think cops always say that I fear for my life? You think they're lying? That's the truth. They just telling you the truth. These niggas do the same thing. You shoot because you scared. That's why you shoot, because you rather not take what happens after that. Most people can't take an ass whooping, yo. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? And most people come from that area, yo. Like, we ain't had no guns. We ain't had no access to guns. All we had was our hands, yo. We didn't have access to guns.
When I was in high school,
nowadays, bro,
and all that wasn't really a thing.
If you go to school, say you want a gun, dog, you have a gun tomorrow, yo. Like, you call anybody, you can find it. It's everywhere now.
Like, hey, man, I need that glizzy. I need that extender.
And
even on regular sticks, they just had extended clips, and they had Dracos.
Too much, bro. That's a lot, yo. That's a lot, yo. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, man, that ain't just for show, man. Them boys using them things, and that's the sad part. They using them, yo, on their brothers, yo. Like, their own people, yo. Like, people be dying, bro. Like, every single day. Like mothers losing their children every day, dog. Burying their sons, dog. Daughters, grandkids, yo.
Yeah, like, and all the music.
Oh, and think about it is,
all right to the music.
Yo, I can even say it's not even the music. Like, I can say that I'm not gonna blame the music entirely, but
not entirely.
I'm not about to sit
here
and act like nah. But at the same time, the fact that music's still being condoned when you know somebody died from it, that's the scary part. Like, hold on, y'all still talking about shooting people up, yo, and somebody mourning over their dead son right now. Damn, dog, a family is torn apart right now. Y'all just rapping about it, and you got people who joke about it, troll about it. That's not cool. It's to the point now where it's like, yo, you're not gonna tell me that. The thing about it is, if we were gonna fix this amongst ourselves, we'd have fixed it already. That's how you know it's only a divine entity that can fix this. There's no question now. Like, you know what's coming in a sense. It's like the evil is kind of back on the industry. It rubbed down to the people, and evil is like corrupted, bro. People is like, yo, evil is kind of running amok. And how else can we stop it? How else can we stop it? The government ain't stopping it. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, like it's inevitable. Either God gonna stop it, or we gonna just be here to live in it and die in it. And it's evil times, yo. Like, it's some very evil times, man. And it's sad, dog. It's just hurting, yo. It's a weary time, bro. And the industry it blows me because they have so much influence, and they can use that influence to like rejuvenate the people and give us like, hope. Instead, they capitalize off, our woes, bro. They use the people in our communities, the people who ain't got nothing, and put them in the industry and say, hey, rap about this, rap about that. Hey, rap about it. Like, damn, dog. It was a time where you couldn't even like bring, like, I think record labels wasn't even messing with rappers who was bringing that street life into their career, because they didn't want that. They didn't want to deal with that. But today, though, it's like, yo, these dudes be signed to record labels. These are business majors and degrees and all that. They sign to these dudes, and these dudes they get the okay to rap like that.
Yeah, they get millions of dollars to
basically. You on Facebook, cuz. And if I make a statement that people don't like, I can get canceled. I can get blocked from Facebook. I can get, you know what I'm saying? Like, my page can take it down. But then I can scroll through and see a video with somebody literally rapping about killing somebody. Like, literally.
Somebody actually getting killed.
And guns in the video. But that's not censored. That's not taken off. Facebook allows that to go on there. You see like they damn, like,
it's part of the agenda too, man.
That's what I'm saying. The industry, it's the media, it's Hollywood, and the music industry, and government. Obviously, all four of those pieces.
The government wants all this to happen.
All four of those pieces are working with the other guy. They ain't for God, man. That's not God's people,
bro.
That's not God's people, bro.
If they were, they never took prayer out of schools.
Yep.
They wouldn't be pushing this narrative that, yo, what's up, Hawk? What it do, Hawk? What's up, Hawk? Hawk in the building. Shout out, bro.
What's up, bro?
One of my loyal supporters.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
He was on the channel last time. We talked about Drake and all the artists and everything else. So
I appreciate him coming on. Man. That's cool, bro.
Hawk, remember, man, Hawk. I remember Hawk, man. So yeah, I was about to say. So like,
nah, you just talk about the industry. You just
the industry. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to dive too deep into it, but you guys already saw the first two episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every rapper that's in the industry, almost all of them, because they're outliers, and they make outliers on purpose to make you think that you don't have to do this to be this popular.
Mm-hmm.
And they might make you an outlier, so you don't have to do these things to do this. but eventually they'll make you do it.
Yeah.
All these dudes are Freemasons. Almost all of them. Gunna and Doug have admitted to be Freemasons. They have contracts in photos, taking photos of being Freemasons.
And
you know when you are a Freemason, they make you do all these crazy ass rituals to make you humiliated, to make you
it's common sense.
Be born again, but not in a good sense.
It's common sense.
They make you go through blood baths and drink each other's blood and all this big, wild, big, goofy, disgusting, wild, OD, weird. They do all this weird.
It has to be going on like it has to be going on like
pictures of it. Like you could just look up bloodbath on Google. It's clear as day. You see Eminem doing
it. Can't even hide it.
MGK did it. DMX did it.
They can't even hide it, bro.
He turned the other way. Thank the Lord that DMX turned the other way before he died. And I started reading the Bible and turned the other way.
A lot of people missed it, but during that trial, during the Johnny Depp trial, like there's a recording. She was saying something along the line. She was saying, "I don't want to go to the bloodbath." They were talking about it, and the guy asked him, "What does she mean by the bloodbath?" He was like, "I don't know what she's talking about." Like it was talking about it then. Like I like how you brought that up, cuz like I bet it's all kind of rituals going on.
Very common.
Like look, it's kind of common sense. That's why I look at it. If I'm hitting a blunt, right? Say I'm outside hitting a blunt somewhere. Sometimes you're gonna be cautious who's seeing you.
Yeah, so
we talking today. Yeah, you already know, dude. We talking today.
He want. Oh, look at the first 2 episodes, Joe. That's all you need to see. Look at the first 2 episodes.
Joe, I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I tell people. That's why I want to touch on this too, Tony. Like the proof, people want proof. People want logic to understand what's happening. They need proof to see. The way I see it is this. If like I was trying to make an example, if
I'm war dress for an agenda.
Like I'm saying, like he definitely. I'm gonna tell you how he part of the agenda. If I'm smoking weed outside somewhere, I gotta watch out for the cops. I got like, man, I don't want the cops see me smoking no blunt. Like, shit, I gotta look. So, but let me get this straight though. As a rapper, you trying to tell me they can rap about selling drugs, doing drugs, killing, shooting, all that stuff in their lyrics, and you trying to tell me they ain't no cops on their trail? Like you trying to tell me that everything they saying, it's either one or two things, Joe. Now I'm talking to Joe, if you want to prove. The dudes are either lying about what they saying, because if I say I shot 30 people and I know I didn't, I can just say it because I know I didn't. You ain't gonna find no proof. There's no trail. I ain't do it. So I'm gonna just say it. You get what I'm saying? So I can be literally just lying. Or number 2, I'm allowed to say it because of the pool I have. If I'm a boss, I got big money, I pay niggas off. That includes the police. That includes anybody on my trail. I can pay them off. But if I'm part of an agenda, which possibly could be the case, if you don't think it is, I understand. If it's an agenda, think of it like this. Your contract is over. Like you had an X amount of time to do this and do that and do this. We allowed this, allowed that, and maybe your contract came to an end. And maybe the end is you going thrown into jail. That's possible. It may not be proof there, but if you put 2 and 2 together, how come I got a duck when I smoke marijuana if I'm doing it, but they can rap about it, kill people, and then talk about shooting people, pull up niggas and blocks, this and that. But no, they don't get in trouble for nothing they saying. And then you got rappers who try to say, "Oh, don't hold my lyrics, don't hold me accountable to my lyrics. I'm just speaking." So is it a lie or is it not? That's the question. Are you lying about what you're saying in your raps? That's an important question to ask, because if you're not lying, then maybe you should think twice about what you say in your raps, because it's going to come back. Why wouldn't it come back? You just said it, bruh. You said it in a song that you did something to someone. You said your homies pull up at the blocks. So say you from wherever you from, you make a song and there's a killing somewhere in that same area. The cops are going to put 2 and 2 together and may think you have something to do with it. Why wouldn't they? You just said it. You see what I'm saying? So unless you're allowed to say it, if you're part of a community, you're part of it's an agreement, and you're in the hip hop police may allow you to do certain things. That could be the case as well. So it's not necessarily looking for proof. It's just they're not going to tell you they're lying. Like they're not going to give you the information. You have to put 2 and 2 together and start to kind of like, yo, you know what, man? It's kind of weird now, bro. Y'all be rapping about this and that, and none of y'all getting hemmed up for it. But I gotta look over my back when I'm out here in the streets.
Yeah,
it don't add up.
Joe asked a question. So
we
you trying to be a part of that industry? Why be a part of something bad?
Hey, prime example, cut. Like prime example. If you mean like us, what we're doing here is trying to be a part of the industry, or if you're talking about
no. You say you as an artist.
Perfect example. Why do you think I have not flourished as an artist? Because I don't talk about the things that they want me to talk about. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm not putting down my brothers and none of my lyrics.
Pops and run down on niggas.
Like they don't want to sign me. Dog, I'm their worst. Dog, I'm the industry's worst fear. I'm the industry's worst fear, Joe. Because I speak my mind. Like I'm not about to conform for you. Like you notice how rappers go into hiding? Like rappers don't talk a lot. They go into hide. Like think about Kendrick Lamar, for example, because I can keep it on music. Kendrick Lamar for 5 years ain't say nothing. How you a voice of the people?
I got something about Kendrick. So
watch
this.
Kendrick
Lamar fan. This is something
watch this, cuz. How you the voice of the people, but y'all don't be speaking? Y'all be saying, y'all just literally be quiet. When things are happening, I don't see you saying nothing. Nobody says nothing. And then they come out and make songs about stuff. Like, duh, you literally just came up. You using what happened as like a stepping stone. Like you're not speaking the entire time. So back to your point, Joe. That's why I realized the industry don't want me. So even if you look at how I came in the game, me and my man Hollow, our whole point was to tear down the industry. That was my whole agenda. That's why even all these mainstream rappers, if you listen to my old music, I just pretty much cut everybody down. So I'm better than you. Yeah, you hot. You everybody knows you, but you still can't rap better than me. All my lyrics were like that. So I wasn't necessarily trying to be involved in the industry. I was trying to take them down.
And on this statement, a lot of people don't.
They don't. But you know
what they do though. But you know they also are part of the same agenda. Yeah, even when I rap about killing,
not just killing, man.
About enabling the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. They could be rapping about that. Look at Thug. They wearing dresses and shit. Like, come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When we say agenda,
not just murder.
The agenda is to take you away from God. That's the agenda. That's the main agenda. So whatever is not godly, whatever is not godly, like that's what they're trying to deter. They want you to focus on what is not godly. Period. Yeah. Men don't wear dresses. What was the point of Young Thug wearing the dress? Somebody give me a reason why he wore the dress.
To push
the agenda. If he's not gay, if he's not gay,
that's what it was. Wearing the dress? And I have no hatred towards the LGBT community. I'm not saying, gay people this and trans. I'm not trying to disrespect them at all.
It's not about that.
I'm just saying they're pushing that agenda. They're making it more normalized.
And the thing about it is
demasculating men. That's what they're doing.
The thing about that community, I don't even know how to say it sometimes. The community, I don't care about. Like your preference is your preference. I don't care. It's not about disliking you.
See, Joe, that's their culture though. That's different. That's completely different. But they're not in Scotland.
Scattered people have an agenda because
Scottish. He's talking Scotland.
People so say it again. What do you say?
People in Scotland wear dresses.
And you see now this what I'm saying.
That's their culture though.
Okay, exactly. So then again, you gotta get down to culture. So in America, men don't wear dresses, bro. So we're not in Scotland. We're not in Ireland. We don't play the.
And they're not Scottish. We're not Scottish.
You know what I'm saying? We're American, Joe.
And they're not Scottish.
And you know America always do that. America, every time something happens or we're talking about something, someone in America always talk about another country and say, well, this country did that. Do you guys understand we're not another country? This is America. It's not Canada. It's not Japan. It's not China. It's not Russia. This is America. The way we do things here is a free capitalist country. Everyone do what the hell they want to do. Every other country you name is not like this. Not a single country is allowed to do what they want to do. Even though we're suppressed, they can't do it openly. They can't literally put the chains on us. They have to do it subconsciously. They have to do things, to get around.
Possible? Is it likely though? Is it likely his culture?
Who?
No.
Hell it's probably not. That boy is not from Scotland, boy. The man is black. He's not from Scotland. He has no Scottish.
Black.
This ain't no daggone man. Not only did he wear a dress, he wore a dress, looked into the screen, and kissed the screen with lipstick. We're not going to. It's more to it, Joe. You're not just wearing. If you're trying to make up, Joe, now bump that. No more passes, Joe. Are you making excuses for the dress? I want to know this, man. Are you making excuses for the dress? If you are, I need to understand what do you can. Are you a man? Do men wear dresses? That's all I need to know. I don't care about
outside Scotland.
If I came to your house right now, you had a dress on, what would I say about you, Joe?
The first Jews was black.
Thank you very much. The first Jews were black. I'm glad you said that.
He's not excusing it.
I wish everybody would know that. Yes, the first Jews are black. Yes, And you should all continue to believe that.
First people that was in this world was black.
Oh yeah, they found that out. No, they found out that in 88 or 89. They found that out. That was a literal. They found out the first person originated from Africa. The first. So that means that every single being is from Africa. So even if the whitest person of the white, his original ancestors were from Africa. So that's why the racism is kind of stupid now, because the whitest of the white can have a black granddad. Like, do you understand that? We just so caught up in like, we be mad and shit about black and white. Nah, nigga, they can literally be.
Roddy Ricch Piper had a dress on.
No, that's why Roddy Ricch. No, that's why I look at it. Any man you see wear a dress.
Hey, do you, bro? But
any man you see wear a dress,
he has the agenda, bro.
Any man you see wearing a dress wore that dress to get ahead. If you see a man with fingernail with still on his fingers, he did that to get it. That's part of the agenda. Men don't do these things, man. If you were raised in the 90s or 80s, even before then, we didn't do certain things because that was gay, man. You can get mad at all you want. That was just the way we were raised, man. And whether you think that's wrong or right, that don't matter, because that's how we were raised. I'm 33 years old, bro. I can't take away what I learned growing up. Boys wore boy things, girls wore girl things. Boys hung with boys, girls hung with girls. Only time they intertwine is when it's time to get freaky, like Freaky Friday or something. Other than that, we ain't do no. You don't intertwine the two. You don't dress. We didn't intertwine the two. Boys didn't wear dresses, man. We didn't. You were fruity for doing that. So why would I say today? Oh, it's okay now. Let them wear the dress. Nah, man.
Talk Zero new album. But yeah, so and another example of them pushing an agenda.
Just away from God. That's the agenda. It's the
whole murder thing. Like they want all these the rappers that get the most play to talk about murder, to talk about killing, to talk about because their agenda is to depopulate the world.
Yeah, man.
What did Bill Gates say? He said, "I want the world's population to be decreased by 90%. He wants 1/10 of the population to be here."
Think about it is, it's one of the things where
it's kill each other.
It's one of the things where it's common sense. The only reason they want to depopulate the world is because we don't get along. If we got along as a people,
and the rich people want all the resources for them.
I get it, but even then, that's what I'm saying. So even if we wanted to, we can cancel out the rich people. The poor people that's why they call it the 1%. 1% is not compared to 99%. Like that means the rest of us are broke, bro. So compared to them, yeah, they're rich. Yes, we get it. But as a people, our money accumulated. If we weren't selfish beings, if we were here for the purpose which God intended, which was to help one another, to be there for one another.
The ones that get the most played. I mean, not Drake though, but even Drake was on the drill wave with Dirk and Sosa.
Hey Joe, you know this. Me and my brother. Yo, word. Me and my brother, I remember we had talks about Drake. You know me, I was a Drake fan. And I remember my brother would tell me the only way Drake can continue to be like his longevity can stand is if he trickles over into a certain kind of music and starts rapping about certain things. So first off, he got in the door in a way that nobody thought he could. He rapped about things that weren't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like gang related. He wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Publicly should be alarm to the masses. I completely agree with that. It should be alarm to the masses that he said that publicly.
Yeah.
But people are not paying attention to that. All they paying attention to is, when the next day party, and when we see some more hoes.
Like that's the thing. We were talking about that earlier, cuz like we get in this mindset that we got to celebrate to get through pain. Like I don't believe the celebration is a good remedy to get through a pain. I think you need to embrace the pain, bruh.
I like Drake when he raps.
Nah, it's what I'm saying. Like, we need to embrace the pain, and back when we talked with Drake too. But like the reason, like I said, man, Drake was hot, but at the same time, Drake had to change to fit the mold of now. That's why Drake seems a little more like he seems to talk a little more like I don't know, like he's a little more. You can say the word gangster if you want to. He seems to draw it on that side a little more. So he had to make that transition in order to stay relevant. Yeah. He couldn't continue to talk about, the things he told me when he first came in the game. It's inevitable. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So like,
he had to hop on every wave possible. He hopped on the drill wave. He hopped on the J. Cole wave.
He had to stay with the now. Period. He had to stay with the now. So he had to use terminologies that fit the now. He had to fit the mold in now. So that's how he did it, and that's what makes him the GOAT of the game. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows how, and it's coming from a real fan. You know me, because I know more about Drake than probably anybody out there. So I just know that Drake had to do what he had to do, but like, and this is why he controls the game, because he utilized. He has probably a whole team of people that's like that knows how to talk, that gets in certain groups and certain areas. You know how to. He probably has a whole like industry of people itself.
He not a GOAT. Stop this.
I think that conversation been. I think we all know now. It's one of the things where like.
I mean, honestly, all the Canadian rappers are culture vultures.
It's one of things that no matter how we spin it, it's no matter how we spin it. Everybody's a culture. Everybody takes somebody's stuff. Nobody's original.
They are the pioneers of it.
No. We don't take. Think about have you personally or me personally. I can say too. What have we originated? Like the origination of anything is not. We follow whatever somebody else follows. We don't.
I'm not disagreeing.
No. That's what I'm trying to say. The culture vulture thing. It's one of the things where everyone's jocking that. I'm just trying to keep it more broader. I don't want to like single out. I want to make sure everybody knows they're under the same boat and under the same umbrella. Like we could talk about one individual, make it seem like they're the only ones doing the pioneers. But I believe that everybody is part of it. Because no one's originating nothing. Everybody's following what they've seen. No one's the first to do nothing. Every song is sampled. And every lyric is someone else's lyric. Whether it was they use other people's slang. No one comes up with their own thing. So it's safe to say that everyone to a certain degree is a culture vulture, because no one invents their own thing. It's followed. They follow someone else, what they've done, they copy them. That's all we do. And we don't necessarily call it copy. We make it sound like we just go with the trend or whatever the case may be. We copy. Everybody copies each other. You know, that's why I pride myself on trying to be a little different. And I think everybody should just want to be different. Like I despise, and I say that on purpose. I despise seeing a group. I see 5 dudes, right? If I see 5 dudes with the same pair of shoes on, I think I'm like, why are y'all wearing the same shoe, bro? Don't y'all feel weird, nigga? Like I'm being real, like just being real. Like I'm like, nigga, we all got the same shoe on, bro. We not original. Can we wear at least different colors or something? Y'all got the same shoe on, bro. I've seen that, and I be like, and my first thought is like
what the hell, y'all new edition or something?
Like people probably drive past. I can see white guy Steve. Hey, is that a step team? Oh my goodness. Everybody laugh at motherfuckers like that because they don't know what they look the same. Like they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we need to focus on originality, bro. Being the first to do something. Like be the first to do something. Be the first to say something. Be the first to feel something. Stop following everybody. Have your own thought, bro. That's why anybody's in the industry, 9 times out of 10, they went out on the limb and did something different than somebody. If that's wearing a dress, so be it. They did something different to get to where they at. Yeah. But at least keep the dignity, keep it intact. You know? Don't do nothing that's like you can't come back from that. And the thing I would have talks with people.
The industry makes you do these things, man.
When I would argue with people about Young Thug, dog, I remember I would be like, dog, as soon as I saw him wear a dress, I literally lost all respect for him. I'm talking about a drop of a dime. At the moment I saw it, I said, nigga, he is a coon. That's what you call a coon. At that moment, I said I knew he wasn't gay. I knew he did it for them. I was like, you big man. Go, bro. Why'd you do that? I
disagree with that statement. Yes, that's why, he did.
I'll make a point. That's why I said anybody who was different, anybody who, if you want to get, dog, those are the ones who make it. You can't be the same, dog. If you the same, you're not gonna make it. If you sound like somebody else, you're not gonna make it. I promise you. You may hear the song somewhere, people be rocking going hard, but you ever notice that I could be at a red light and I can hear 3 different cars, all 3 songs sound alike, bruh. And I think it's the same person, but it's not. It could be they all rap the same. It'd be the same sound. It'd be the same like feeling. And that's how I know that's probably their man's rapping. They ain't on, they ain't famous, they ain't nobody big. It's probably their man's.
Martin wore a dress.
Martin, he wore the dress with the intention to make you laugh, though. You get what I'm saying? It's not like he didn't wear the dress for himself. He wore it to make you laugh. Like, if he's not a thug, though. He don't rap about killing niggas, though. You can't be a thug then wear a dress. Like, you can't say you a thug.
The man can't be Young Thug and you go wear a dress.
No, you can't. It don't go hand in hand. The thugs don't wear a dress. Just like even if it's a girl who's tough, you don't call her a thug. I don't call a girl no thug. It's weird. I can call her if she's hard. I call her something else. thugette or something. I'm not gonna call her thug. Like, that's what I'm not gonna do, bro. So yeah, cause like Mario wore a dress for entertainment purposes, and I knew why he did it. It was a joke, it was funny, and he played a role. And that's hey, Joe, you brought me to my next point, man. Hollywood, yo. Hollywood is part of the industry. Think about it. Okay, so if say, me and my woman, right? Say I was an actor, and I just did a scene where I was kissing a girl and sexing her and shit.
Yeah, man, it goes back to what you said at the beginning.
So, let me keep this point. Look. So Hollywood. So I'm an actor. I just played a role where I'm in love with another girl. We kissing and stuff. We making out, we kissing. I'm rubbing her and stuff. I'm rubbing on her butt and stuff. I'm doing everything you would do a regular girl, but it's acting though. And I go home to my wife. So do y'all think they get paid for it though? So I guess that makes it okay. It's acting, right? But so if I go sleep with a girl tomorrow and say, I was acting, baby. I was acting, baby. No, you can't do it. Why is that okay? You see, I hate to use that kind of like, you know, I'm just saying. It's the concept. So it's like your spirit, bro. You can't play a demonic. Think about people play demonic roles. You can't play a demonic role. You can't play a child abuser or a child molester. Play these roles. In your mind, you're playing these roles. You're getting into character. You're playing these characters. And then you go home to your real life. And y'all think it's not going to mess with my spirit, bro? Like, eventually, at some point, like, you can tell me you're comfortable with that all you want, but I'm not about to be comfortable.
Hey, so this gets to my point, right?
Yeah, all right.
So in the industry, in Hollywood, Dave Chappelle said this. When Martin Lawrence he had a stroke, I think back in the early mid-90s.
I remember he's talking about on Run Tell That.
Stroke, and he was like, he went from being a strong fellow, like being this real strong man, to these people trying to kill me. He not in the hood no more. So he not talking about no ops.
Yeah.
He not talking about his neighbors. Hey. Who are you talking about?
Oh yeah, see, I forgot about that. Hey,
industry, the Illuminati.
Hey, good point.
These people, these elites. That's who he's talking about.
Yeah.
So these people make you do things for entertainment, but they mess with your psyche.
And like I said,
it don't have to be nothing satanic. It could just be, go make out with this girl in this scene, like you said. Go make out with this girl, play with her.
You're not gonna tell me that's not
a couple times and go home to your wife. Why are you touching this woman? Why are you kissing this woman in this scene?
But and it's for the money.
To her. That's what you know. You go cheat on your wife behind her back, and now you ruined your marriage.
And even if you think about the
just small,
and people could throw these words out. People's favorite word to throw out to deflect is the word insecure. People throw these words out and they think that word like makes it all better. So if my woman, if I'm an actor, my woman told me I ain't like you doing that, is that her being insecure? Is that her being truthful? Like I'm sitting there sexting another girl on the camera.
It's her being truthful.
But the world would say it's insecure though. They would say, oh, "Nah, we got, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be comfortable for the money." Just like you got dudes who try to say, "Oh, I'm okay with my girl showing her body." So, but the ones who say they got a problem with it are the simps though. So, but the ones who condone it aren't. I think it's totally flipped. You're only condoning it.
No. I think that narrative has been changed now.
You only condoning it because you don't like that, bruh. Like you're not about to tell me.
No. I think that narrative has changed now though.
How you feel? What you think? What
because everybody's calling Russell Wilson a simp. Sierra out here making twerk videos and all this other freaked out shit. And he's not complaining about it on socials. He's keeping his mouth shut. He letting her live his life and let her live her life. And now it's he a simp because he allowing it.
But that's exactly
so I think that narrative has flipped.
That's just it. That's what I'm trying to say. In the mind of a man, you're not gonna like your woman showing herself off like that. You can tell me otherwise all you want. I don't care.
Personally,
you're not about to.
Chanel can't wear certain things.
They front like and
that's dead. That's dead.
You know why, dog? Because you love your woman and that's your wife, and you understand that she is yours. She's not for everybody. So, but if you're a wife, think about these women are wives, bruh.
Run down bad because Sierra.
You know he ain't gonna say it though, right now, man. Boy. Like you can't like dog. I don't, and that's me being real. I don't want my woman showing her body off like that. It's not about controlling my woman. That's all about respect for each other. Like, why would I want? That's like me. What if I walk around with a backwards thong on, like every day?
Like,
So
that's like me walking around with the hoochie daddy shorts.
That's what
everybody talking
like,
about now.
And
I'm saying the joke that show your print. You know what I'm saying?
Another
you walk
dog.
around
That's another demeaning term.
With the hoochie daddy shorts.
I ain't about to call.
Girl,
I ain't about to call. Listen, and that's just it. Cause we be missed, dog. Hoochie was from the '90s. I heard him say hoochie talking about girls. Ain't no like that's the other side to it. We're taking a woman term and putting it to a man thing. Like that's
exactly
these weird things, bro. Like when I heard it was on Friday. Look at that hoochie mama. that woman. We consider women. We didn't men. That's weird. If you're a man saying that, you better reconsider. Reconsider. Don't say hoochie is weird, bro. If I'm around you and you say I got some hoochie shorts on, though, I might hoochie slap your ass, bro. Just because I don't like how that's weird. Don't say that to me. Don't call it that. Like, I'm being real, cause it's weird. We need to keep that line drawn, bro. There's men and women, and we need to keep the lingo.
And that's another thing the industry pushes. The whole
they didn't mix it too much.
You can go the other side if you want. You know, you can you can turn your penis to a vagina if you want. You know, you can do that. It could be a transgender. It could be a he/she if you want to. It's fine. It's all good. You can turn yourself to a he to a she. When God made you a man or a woman, that's what you are. Stop.
And that's just it. And that's why I always tell people. It's the first I say. Is it safe to say that you changing either your ethnicity, or your color, or I don't know if anybody tried to do it before. If you changing your body in any way, and you changing your orientation in any way, is it safe to say that you believe God made a mistake? I asked you that question. I always ask that question because you're changing what God didn't. If you go get your nose done, God made your nose the way it is, but you're taking it upon yourself to change it. So it's safe to say you think God made a mistake with your nose. If you do anything, if you change, if you're a man, you want to be a woman, that means that you're literally saying, look, God, I mean, you had to make a mistake. I want to be a woman. Like you had to have this conversation with God, and you had to. I know you had. I don't care about how people feel about it. You had to have the conversation. You had to say, God, is this okay for me to? Why do I want to change?
I feel in the business room, dude, thinking about your girl right in front of him. Exactly, bro. Like clearly believe, and not to interrupt you, cuz, but it's like
no, you good, cuz. We got.
I've been the only. I'm saying the only exception to that whole like plastic surgery rule is liposuction because they made that mistake of getting that big. And decided
you know what? Not because that is a mistake. You're right. That is a mistake
that you made.
Nah. You're right. I get that, cuz. That's
outside of that. Oh yeah, we agree. All these BBLs and all this other shit. Oh no. You decided to alter your body. I mean, you said God made a mistake,
and you're only doing it.
My butt not fat enough, God. No. Or my lips ain't full enough. Or my hair isn't long enough.
Yeah, and none of that. And none of that. What you're doing is for yourself. And people will say, "I'm doing that for myself." You're not doing those things for yourself. You're doing those things for how you're perceived by people. You're not doing it for yourself. Like, if you change anything, anything you're doing to make your appearance look different isn't for yourself. I know it's not. Especially if you're taking pictures and you're putting it on Facebook and social media.
Okay. So it's okay for corrective surgery. It's okay. Hey, it's certain exceptions. Like if your face is deformed, I can give you that too. That's a good point.
It's one. This is me. Cause I'm like, and this is. But I'm be. I know what you. Hey, you're right, bro. I know what you're saying. But for me, cause it's one of the things where like I'm not. I guess like once I'm literally crossing over journey wise in the sense of like my faith against. I don't believe that I want to go against God in any way. I'm trying very hard not to go against God in any way. So with me, I can't even like. I'm looking at it like this.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm looking at it like this. There is a reason why someone has come out deformed. It wasn't you. We can come up with some science reason, and they can say maybe it was some kind of missing whatever chromosome, whatever they want to come up with to make it sound different. I'm gonna keep it as also, I believe God.
Also, people weren't, you know what I'm saying, taking care of their child on the womb. There was also
it could have been that too.
Drug abuse.
It could have been that too.
It depends on the reason too.
I think it's more so one of them things where like I'm gonna leave it with God. I'm never gonna understand why he did that. I think God gives somebody a deformity for whether it be for the person with the deformity or whether it be for the parent. it's for a reason.
That parent, yeah, it could be to challenge that parent to like, look,
exactly,
get your act together. You know
even down to I can bring that into the whole, to the gay conversation in a sense. As a parent, if a child grows want to change his orientation, I believe that it's I think it's a test. I guess God looks at it like, what's the reason? Like, what's like, am I supposed to turn against my child if he wants to be or she wants to be gay? Am I supposed to disown him and not approve of that? Or I know it sounds bad to say, but then at the same time, does God approve of it? Does he?
No.
I don't think he does. And I think, but at the same time, at the same time, if I broaden my faith it's very touchy. I know if I broaden my faith at the same time, I can look at it like this. It's out of my hands. Meaning like, if I were to disown my son or daughter because of it, I wouldn't be in the wrong because I washed my hands with it. I left it to God. You told me it was wrong. So if and the world could say, you're wrong, you can't disown you. You could say if you want to. My job ain't to please you. You know what I'm saying? My job is to follow God and what is the right thing to do. At that moment, it's a test. And it's up to you how you face it. Yeah, but we can't judge that. Nobody can judge somebody else in that situation.
And in my opinion on that specific situation is talk to God about number one.
Yeah.
Number two. And if the decision that God has helped you make that decision is to wash your hands with it, you wash your hands with it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Lord wants you to be the most devoted parent you can be too.
Mm-hmm.
And that is part of them honoring you in the 10 Commandments is for them to honor you, but for you to put the effort in to make them honor you. You can't just be a deadbeat parent and expect
you can't. No, hell no.
Your child follow the 10 Commandments honor you. Heck no, that's crazy. So I'm saying what I would do if I was a parent and that was going on in my child's life. I'm gonna do whatever they can, whatever effort I can do to make sure that's what they really want to do with their life. Before I walk away. Well, I say, all right, look, this ain't it for me. I can't do this.
I keep it 100. If you're under 18, I ain't accepting it. Period. It's one of them things where
that too.
I mean, I'm at no pass. It's one of them things where like people can look at it like, man, you can't. No, I will not accept it. Let's say like my son move out the house. He's 19, 20 years old. Hey, Dad, I'm in the boys, man. I got a boyfriend. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, you ain't coming here. What you? Okay. So then I'm gonna say, so that's your choice. That's your choice, son. That's your choice. You do understand what comes with that, right? People ain't gonna accept you for that, cut. I'm gonna tell them straight. I'm not gonna lie. People are not gonna accept you for that. So don't worry about how I feel. I don't gotta live with it. You gotta live with it. You gotta go into the world and be and take what comes with it. If you want to be gay, be gay. That's your choice. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm not gonna condone it either, though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
not going to just say, "Oh, it's all good." Like,
hell no. I'm gonna tell you,
I can't do that. I can't.
You get what I'm saying? But that's me being truthful to myself. Some people have a hard time of being truthful to themselves. They worry so much.
I still love my child, though. I'm still love my child. I'm gonna just love my child from slightly.
They worry about the child not liking them or something, or not being a part of their child life. I think people get that kind of like, I don't know. For me, it's like you locked in. You my son. You locked in. You my son for life. I mean,
and I'm gonna do what I can as a parent to assist you, but
I got to do what I can.
Condone something that I can't condone,
and that's part.
I am your parent,
and that's part of me assisting you. I didn't say I'm not going to help you. I'm going to assist you, and I'm gonna tell you what I need to tell you as a father, and what I need to tell you as a man. Period. I don't care how you feel. If I hurt your feelings, how I'm saying that's not my problem. And I'm going to be as sentimental as I can, but at the same time, I understand the world we in, and it's not my job to be that to you. You need to know, like, you making that choice, you need to know how the world gonna view you. And then if you can say you don't care about how the world view you, that's on you. But then at the same time, don't ask the world to accept you either. So it's like it goes both ways. If you don't care how they view you, don't ask for their acceptance. Just do what you want to do in life. Yeah. And I give them that speech. You see what I'm saying? That's just me being real about it. People be worried about talking about certain things.
I would take it a step further. I would say, hey, I'm gonna ask you this. Like you like we had talked earlier. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be dead long you alive. You think
man.
Over this? You think the boy's going to approve of you to do this? If he's not going to approve you of doing this, I advise you not to do this. And if you do it,
man,
it's on you.
It's not a.
But just know what's going to come with. Just know what's going to come with it. It's like your child being in the street. Hey, it's the lifestyle you want to live. All right, cool. Just know what's going to come with it.
Bro,
and understand what you're getting
like, into. And that's just we can go into another topic off of this. Parenting. Oh yeah, it's a lot of faith tests, bro. It's a lot, yo. And what I was trying to say about the parenting, man, like parents have a tremendous job, yo. Like if you have a child, yo, it's your job to correct your child. It's your job to show your child what it is that how things need to be done, what is right, what is wrong. You as the parent have to teach your child that. So if your child is a boy, a little boy, 4, 5, 6 years old, and he wants to wear a dress or something, and you say, man, he's just a boy, he don't know, it's his choice. That's child neglect, because you as a parent didn't tell your son, like, nah, son, boys don't wear dresses. So that's a form of child neglect, in my opinion. So like it's a lot of little jobs that a parent need to do at a moment. We need to teach our children the way to be out here. You know, you can't teach like neglection is real. It don't just not in a form of just depriving them of certain food and nutrition. It's not teaching them, not being a positive influence, not directing them, not compassing them. As a parent, yo, like as a parent, you need to make sure you leading your child. People be like, I be seeing people say, good morning, kings and queens, grand rising. I get it. That's all cool. But if you're a king or a queen, it's important that we pass down our knowledge to our children, to our princes and our princesses, so they understand how to run the kingdom. We can't just be saying we kings and queens and we not being kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to keep it on the
topic a little bit, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. No, brought that. Not to keep it on the topic, as a king and a queen, we need to know what we're condoning. So the industry don't care about us. Our government don't care about people who are broke and don't have nothing. We got to care about each other. You see what I'm saying? We need to care about each other, dog, and helping each other, like parenting. Like we need to stick together as parents, bro. We send our children to school. We're parents, and our children at school. We need to be in contact with each other. We need to know each other. We need to know each other's names. We need to know stuff. We can't just be. Obviously, we can't rely on the school to protect our children, because they're not protecting our children. First, you got 19 kids getting killed. Then, cuz you just gave me an example how you got kids going to school with sticks, bro. How you allowed in the school with that? Get that shit out of my school.
Exactly.
Like it shouldn't be allowed in school. So as a parent, and parents,
bro, and his homies, they had 20 pipes around them.
We need to know what our kids are doing. How's my kid walking out of my house with a strap like that?
Yeah, like matter of fact.
I watched Friday. Y'all watched Friday when he went out with the gun. What Pop say? What you doing with that? You don't need no gun. You need his D's, yo. What happened to those talks about D's? It's like it's no longer about D's. It's this. That's all it's about. That's all it's about, yo.
Ain't no longer about that. Like,
and that's part of the industry. The industry, I got that everywhere. Killing everywhere. It's all about killing
everywhere, and that's what they promote.
It's all about killing. It's all about killing, yo. Guns. People love. This country loves guns, man. And guns, that's part of the industry, in my opinion, too. It's exploited just like everything else in our communities. The gun violence is real. They exploit it. People make songs. These record labels, they want you to talk about it.
And this is what the industry is promoting. I'm gonna give you an example.
They want you to talk about it.
I want you a picture of this. This is a kid with a stick at school. You see this shit? It's a stick. He's at school. The kid is 15.
No, kid. No.
And the caption, I got the video muted, but on Phone and Grave, it's 20 pipes in this bitch. That is the caption.
No, bro.
That's the caption. This is what the industry is promoting. They're promoting murder and more murder. They want these kids to kill each other. And adults to keep pushing these kids to kill each other.
And the fact that parents are condoned, like I've seen, and people can say I'm overdoing if you want to. I see a video where I can see somebody playing a song in the car. It's straight up lyrics, pull up on op lyrics, bang, bang, bang lyrics, and the child is saying the lyrics with them. It'd be a 7-year-old boy saying the lyrics. People like, hey, this cool, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. People say that's cute, bruh. We laugh. We think that's funny. That's not funny, man. That child shouldn't be rapping those lyrics, man. Like children, when we were growing up, cuz, what did our parents say? What did adults say to us? Stay in a child's place.
Bro, some first traffic cost of clean facts.
You don't see none of these people doing that. It's only our people doing that stuff. Look, exploiting ourselves. Look at me, look at my body, look at this. We only do that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We do it. It's to the prostitution is actually like the wave now.
Exactly. Prostitution promoting their body and putting it out there. Like
it's the wave. Women are getting paid to do it now. And if you say you're not for it, you a simp. You like, man, that means you soft. That means you insecure. If you can't let her get her money, you insecure. I'm not about to allow my women to play with herself on the camera for y'all. Like and be okay with that.
All that OnlyFans and all that.
Man, that's legal prostitution. Y'all, you getting paid to do sexual acts. You a prostitute.
Exactly.
You literally a prostitute.
Exactly.
You can say you not if you want to. People be like, no meetups.
Exactly.
Nigga, you don't have to meet up.
And it's another example of how the industry changes people. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Machine Gun Kelly. Perfect example of this. Perfect example. I'm gonna give you two different photos.
All right.
One when he first got in the industry, when he was rapping, saying he's from Cleveland and and lace up and that MGK era was dope. I actually liked Machine Gun Kelly.
I remember.
I actually liked Machine Gun Kelly back then. So this is a picture he had back in like 2013, I think. 2013. It was in 2013. And you see this specific tattoo, right? One in the middle with the angel wings in the middle.
Yeah.
So I say about I'm trying to see where the difference is. I know he did something recently. All right, so you see now, this is today.
Okay.
I just had it. You see replace the angel wing with a raven?
Oh, damn. Wow. Talk about a dead giveaway.
And you know the raven stands for in the Bible, so I don't have to say much more about that.
That's what I'm saying. The raven was the unclean, was part of unclean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Like the pig.
That was the one animal that Noah told
to go and then come back, right?
Go and never came back.
Never came back. That's right. That's right. So what? So that means he found like a cave or something, or somewhere like the somewhere to go.
So yeah. So it's a couple of definitions.
Nah, I remember because then he sent out a dove and the dove came back, right?
And the dove came back. Mm-hmm.
I remember. All right.
So yeah.
Man,
these are all verses that talk about the raven.
Hey man, I tell you what, I tell y'all this though, man. Like, I was one of those people who, when the Bible was thrown at me, it was a little intimidating because I was like, man, that big old book. Like, how do you know what's in that book? What does that book mean? Like, that was me before, and it's so funny how like when I to know that I've actually read, you know what I'm saying, the book and obtain the knowledge or try to attain it. It's enlightening, bro, because it's not like what you thought.
It's not what you would think it is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like at first you think it's like you can't understand it. It's too much, or it's like a big judgmental book, but really it's a very compassionate book. It's not like
very compassionate. It's a manual how you should.
Yeah, bro. And like I said, I was the one who thought it was more so just a control tactic. But now I realize that the control was just for us not to read it, man. They didn't want us to read that book, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they didn't want us to unlock the knowledge that was in that book, man, and the power that's in that book. I feel it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. Read that Bible.
Read that Bible. As we said earlier, the raven was first mentioned as the one that was sent forth by Noah from the ark. That's in Genesis 8, verse 17. When they have in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 15, Dichotomy 14:14, Job 38:41, and Psalms 147, verse 9. So if you want to go look in the Bible for yourself for what the raven stands for, you can definitely do that. It's nothing positive. Hope you understand that.
And again, man, that you just hit it on the head. Like it's all the signs are there. Like a lot of these artists always do something to kind of show you what side they on.
And then he put the raven, but this is the reason why he did it though.
And like again, man, when we talk about the agenda, man, I think people automatically assume that agenda means just like a feminizing gay agenda. No, not necessarily. I believe that the agenda is to replicate what God means to us. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to be
exactly.
They want to be in control of everything. They want one government, one world, one religion,
one world, one government, one economic.
That's the goal. Is to be in complete control. But in all reality, God-fearing beings know that all control is God's. It's just they want to control it, so they're doing everything in their power to control and keep the masses the way it is. You know what I'm saying? The way the world the way it is. Keep the rich rich and the poor poor. But God, Jesus tells you otherwise to help. You know what I'm saying? And to help the poor. The meek will inherit the earth, not the rich. The rich will not get into heaven. Like it's almost like what we live to be in this world is what you're not supposed to live for. We just are told to live this way.
And all that. Like,
we're told to make
God wants you to be able to sustain yourself, but He don't want you to be rich. Because the money, the money will change.
The thing about it is not. And I think the way I look at it, it's not wrong with wanting to be rich. It's just when you are rich, I believe it's important to have a certain level of humility, man. Like you know, and people shouldn't necessarily know you're like rich. Like I think people should like, you know, you shouldn't have
all
like
the chains and the big watches
and you should just be giving a lot. Like if you're rich, you should be giving a lot. That's my opinion, yo. You should be giving a lot if you're rich. Like
you should be giving a lot more.
A good amount if you're rich. Yeah.
You
know what I mean? So that is my opinion.
You should give as much as you can.
Society. And I think, and the thing about it is, a lot of us don't fall. And please be mindful that you don't fall into the rich category. Like, you know, not a lot of us. It's only 1%. Man, it's a 1% and 99%. If you ain't got a couple million, couple billion in your bank account, you're not rich. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's just being real. So that's me, you, 99% of us. We not the elite. We ain't got no money compared to them individually, but collectively,
yeah, for sure.
99% of people would have put their money together. 99% would definitely outweigh 1%. It's just all the money is kind of just weighed to the other side, man. You know what I mean? And we're selfish with our money. We don't help each other. Obviously, we don't know what it means to really be there for one another. Yo, we just, you know, promote killing each other. And I got this. I got this. I'm better than you. I got this. I'm better than you. Look at me. I'm better than you. It's like that's all we do to each other. Is I'm better than you. In our reality, ain't not a single soul better than the next. We just here. You know what I mean? Trying to find a purpose. You think you really believe your purpose is to get rich and go on vacation? I mean, if you live your purpose, that's your purpose. Do it. People like me, I believe it's way more to life than just making money and then looking good and then to everybody and posting pictures. I think it's more to it. A lot more. You know what I mean? And you know, and we need to cut out a few things to make way for what we need to focus on. And the industry is one of those things we put a lot of time in, bro. A lot of focus into the industry, yo. People, like, it was a picture of Jay-Z and his daughter. I've seen everybody talk about it. And my mom been like, dang, man. Like, it's a picture of a father and a daughter. I seen that yesterday on your page. But we just very excited about the industry when they do it. When a rapper says something or somebody makes a quote, we be like, man, it's so real. But somebody just said that yesterday. But we didn't pay no mind because who it came from. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, bro. We be condoning a lot out here. We be condoning a lot of stuff that aren't good for our spirit. And we feed right into the agenda. The agenda is to take you away from God, man. You know, they don't want us to focus on God. It ain't about love.
It's definitely the biggest agenda.
It ain't about love.
They have smaller ones too.
It ain't about love. It ain't about peace. It ain't about harmony. It ain't about working together. It's all about selfishness, greed, pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, power. You know, vanity. You know what I'm saying? It's no humility. Everybody just sniffing themselves. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't helping nobody. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to lead that charge. We trying to lead that charge with this platform, yo, being a voice and speaking and not being, you know, forced to conform and talk about the same things everybody talking about. Not the same things everybody has.
And you know the funniest thing is though?
What's up?
So remember I told you about MGK painting his tattoo?
Yeah.
This is the reason why. You about to see right now.
Oh, you gotta see.
You about to see right now.
Dang.
So this is off his Alpha Omega music video. I got the song clearly muted for a reason. But as you see,
it's dark like a mud.
Yeah, it's dark. You saw his face is full of blood.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's always some dark, demonic looking feeling thing.
And just let's look what this is. He's in the bathtub. He's smoking a blunt, which I mean, what we doing anyway. And then that's the rest of the music video. But I'm trying to get to the point where he was in. He was actually in. I missed it. Dang it! That's how I just missed it. So, Dance with the Devil. He's in the dark. He's on the what's his face. Look at the imagery,
right? Like, and that's just it, bro. Like,
this is literally called the bloodbath ritual.
It's straight up demonic, man. It's straight up satanic.
Giving himself up to the devil. Literally.
Straight up satanic. Yo.
And then after that, what does he do? Get the Raven tattoo.
Straight up satanic, right in our face, man. Right in our face, yo.
But,
like, and, you know,
it's just art. No, it's not art. This
not
is
art,
what it is. It's a ritual, bro.
That's not art, man. That's not art. And if it is art, the image being painted ain't from a godly source. That's not angelic. That is on some demon.
He basically gave himself up to stay relevant.
It's always that.
Now him and Megan Fox drinking each other's blood, and he doing bloodbath rituals and all this foolishness.
Man, and that's just it, because like,
and the imagery is clear as day.
And like I said, I just think
ritual.
At what point, like I said, at what point are we gonna realize that is what we condone? Like, everybody likes that. So we like that demonic stuff. Like, not we, but people like that demonic stuff. So what is that? If you condone and like that imagery, what does that make you? What do you think the spirit is at right now? What do you think your alignment is with God? If you condone that kind of stuff. And then if you say you don't believe in God, which is what most people say, it's all about the universe or whatnot. It's one of them things where, like, man, I can't imagine.
You want to take it there? We can take it there too.
I can't imagine, like Tony, cuz I genuinely feel bad because I can't imagine what somebody would. So if I didn't believe in God and I hit like a low, I lost somebody, man, or I'm about to lose my life myself, I can't imagine not having a God to look to at that moment. Like, at that moment, I can't imagine who you looking to when you don't believe in God. Like, so that's scary, bro. Like, that's a scary thought. Like, so when somebody in your family pass, you know, and you looking like, dang, like, you don't believe in God, what are you saying to those people? What are you saying to your family? Are you saying rest in peace? Like, what do you don't believe in God? What do you say rest in peace for if you don't believe in God? It don't make sense. You gotta believe in God to say that, because God is where that peaceful place is at. Like, where do you think gonna sleep peacefully at?
Would you say rest up?
Where you gonna sleep at? We all hope and pray that anybody you lost your mother, God bless her, beautiful soul. You know what certain people, you know what people are. You're not gonna tell me you don't know what people are. You know somebody's soul was, if somebody was a great and kind and beautiful spirit. And then you know somebody did not represent that kind of spirit. I'm not saying that you wish death on somebody, but karma is real. How you present yourself to this world, how and what you condone, and how you acting while God is watching is very important, yo. We can say it's not what we want.
And I'll take a step further. Let's just say we weren't believers that God exists.
Okay.
Right? And we say all the universe. Okay, so we can take it there too. The energy that you're emitting will come back to you regardless if you believe in God or not, because the universe will deliver that energy right to you. So you're promoting these things, and you like this. You like Machine Gun Kelly sitting in a bloodbath with demons around her, with demons around him, with demon horns and shit, and freaking blood all over him, doing bloodbath rituals. Okay, cool. You like that, right? You like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when the demons come knock on your door, you like that, right? Not. Who is it? It's us, the ones you like for the Machine Gun Kelly video. Mm-hmm. How are you? You're like, I don't like this anymore. Oh, you liked it when you watching the video, though, weren't you?
Yeah, man. That's good.
It's a wrap for you, bro. Like, it's a wrap. Like,
yeah, man.
You have to know what to intake.
It's just one of those.
Your eyes are very important.
It's one of those things, bro. Like, we as people, And when we're in our minds, we think that we automatically assume science, logic, and reason that only we know what's in our mind. Like only I know what's in my mind. Only I know what's in my heart. No matter how I display it, no matter how I try to mask it, I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind. And I believe, for the most part, I used to always believe that it was just me that knew these things. All my sins, all the wrong things that I've done, the things I try to hide from everybody. Like we all, like people got secrets. They hide them amongst them and keep it in their head, and they think nobody knows. Bad things that they've done, terrible things that they've done. And it's easier to not believe in God, because if I don't believe in God, who's holding me accountable? So when I do all these things and I know all these things in my mind that I've done, these thoughts, and there's no repercussion for it, I'm gonna continue to do it. But at the same time, like you're not gonna tell me, man, man. Anytime you hit that low where if you lost somebody or you cry your heart out, I know at that point, every single individual, that's when they find God. That's when they look to God. You're not going to cry to the universe. You're not going to be sitting there with somebody, bring my mom back, bring my dad back. I'm not sounding for them. I mean that you're not praying to the universe. You're praying and you're crying out to God. God. But we try to make everything else replace God. Like God isn't the entity that controls everything. Now, when the sun comes up, we act like we did that. Like mankind just made that sun come up. Like mankind is providing the oxygen, the air. Like mankind is providing us the strength to stand and walk, to see and hear. Mankind don't do none of that. The universe don't. I don't care how good your energy is, how good your karma is. The energy that don't do none of that. That's all godly. That's done by hands of something we don't understand. We can't even fathom. The universe. Who created the universe, bruh? These planets, bruh, that these scientists think they see. Who created that stuff? Man didn't create that stuff, man. So like we just need to take it down a notch. Like people, we got this like arrogant, we know everything. Mankind think they run everything, bruh. That's why these government officials, these leaders, world leaders, they think they run everything. They in full, complete control. They read the Bible too. They know what they read Revelation. They know what's going to happen. They trying to run. They trying to hide. They trying to duck into the caves. They trying to go to other planets to live. They don't want to be here when the earth go. They don't want to be here when that sun drop. They don't want to be here with no one wants to face judgment. No one wants to believe in judgment, because why? Why we want to believe that that's coming? It's easier not to, because you don't want to face that. You don't want to face that. So that's what these industries, these corporate, they all represent the other side, dog. They want to hold on to this life. This life is all they got to hold on to, because they know when they die, they know what's going to happen. They know. You know if you're a good spirited person. You know if your heart is pure, if you're a good, kind person. I don't need to tell you. Nobody need to tell you if you're kind. You know. You know. And you got millions of dollars and you ain't helping nobody. Oh, we know. We know where you going, dog. We know. You got $350 billion in your account and somebody got zero. Damn. You got 350 billion? Someone else got 200 billion. Someone else got 100 billion. Someone had 100. Dang, bruh. And the world's struggling. 40 million is sending here, sending there. But we struggling. You can bring over immigrants from every country, but our own people ain't got where to live. Damn. Yeah. You think this country believes in God, bruh? How? It's no question. Like what the elites believe in and what the agenda is. Slavery, dog. You're not gonna tell me you're not gonna tell me you believe in.
Shout out my man Antonio. So,
word. Hey, appreciate you, bro. You're not gonna tell me you believe in God and enslave people. You're not going. What Jesus were you praying to? Yeah. You're not Christian, bro. And it's one of the things we gotta call a spade, bro. That's what this whole thing is about. Call a spade, bro. The industry does not represent God. Hollywood does not represent God. No. These people ploy. No. These dudes aren't godly. Like these judges.
And you know what and you know what really pissed me off more than anything, cuz
what's that?
When this nigga Travis Scott Had this to say out his mouth.
Man, that man, that daggone bridge to that man is a satanic man, bruh. Hey, I wish Joe was still watching. Man, the industry don't want me there, bruh, because I don't stand. I've already called stuff out. So I've already called stuff out. They ain't gonna with me in there, man, because I can't meet these guys, man. You did a bloodbath, bruh. I can't talk to you. You demon ass nigga.
All right, don't bullshit. So this nigga, this is what this nigga said in the interview.
Yeah, that's that. And your music is just like self-expression.
Oh, hold on, let's see what he said.
Look, he looks like he's scared, bro. He looks so scared.
Demonic, and this was a satanic ritual.
He looks so scared, guys.
You think your music is the blame? I mean, no. I mean, why are you mad, God?
You heard this nigga say his mouth?
What he say?
I'm playing one more time. I want you to hear this. What this nigga say out his mouth. This nigga is crazy.
Ritual. You think your music is the blame? I mean, no. I mean, why are you mad, God?
I mean, no. This man, he shook his head yes and said, no, I'm a man of God. You know, you saw him shake his head, right?
Yeah.
He shook his head yes and said, no, I mean, one, I'm a man of God. That should have been the first thing you should have said. Man, like you obviously, dog, that was your whole, come on, yo. That's what it's all about, man. Like, that's my favorite. Walk by faith, not by sight. I take that so deep, yo. Like, it's to the point where I look at it like each step is faith, bro. Like, the only reason you're able to take a step, bro, is because you believe in your heart that you can take that step. If you didn't believe you could take a step, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Dog, the religion is God. There was no other, like, everyone believed in God, bro. Like, it was just one God, and that's all everybody focused on.
Wow, exactly. Wow, that's Travis Scott after the Astro Festival.
You saw that? I saw it too. Like that.
You know the funniest thing, though, is because people keep saying that, oh, Travis and do, and I don't want to keep.
You saw the imagery, bro.
But it's the number one example of why this industry is like this.
You saw the promotion, bro. You saw the
promotion. Dystopia.
Like
the man like a demon in the picture.
If you saw the video,
upside down cross. Like, what do you want me to say, bro?
If you saw his face in that video, bro, you saw his like. You see, he felt like he was. I felt like he was on his shoulder. He knew he couldn't. He was scared looking, like scared, bro.
Like literally, this like Satan's on his shoulder.
Like he's scared. He can't say nothing.
Say something stupid.
And think about it.
Something dumb.
You hear the passion, bro. When you hear when you speaking, right? You hear the passion how we speaking, right?
And then they got the audacity to say, "In God we trust."
That's what I'm. Dog, they say in God we trust, but you can't even pray. Tim Tebow couldn't even pray on the field. Like they had a problem with somebody kneeling and praying to God. Like God ain't even allowed in classrooms, in schools. You ain't allowed to bring up God. It's offensive to bring up God because everybody don't believe in him. It's offensive. But talking about pride is not offensive. Talking about gay is not offensive. But talking about God is. That's how you know the agenda is definitely playing. It's working, bro.
So when they bring up God, right? And someone made a comment. Travis Scott definitely a man of God, no doubt. We're asking the wrong question. The right question is which God?
Bro, a perfect example, cuz I love that. Because that's exactly what when these people be saying these speeches, I want to first give my praise to God. I be thinking like, what God are you talking about? Like
what God are you talking?
Like
are you talking about Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Like, or are you talking about
the God of darkness?
The S word.
Are you talking about the God of darkness, the God of evil, the God of death? Like, who are you talking about? Because you're not talking about the same. And that's why he said it so lightly. He was like, he first said no. They said one, God. He wasn't even offended by the question.
At all.
I would have been offended.
At all.
I'm like, what?
At
are you satanic, bro?
We can all accept LGBT and all the mind expire, but we can't accept Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior.
That's what it made great points. Exactly. That's exactly what I be saying. Like, how can we be so quick to we push the whole agenda to accept people in their decisions and their choices, but when somebody talks about God, we can't talk. Nah, you passing your beliefs on people. You can't talk about God. I'm like, what? It don't make sense. It don't.
Last but not least, the most famous ending line the government officials, God bless
God
America.
bless America.
Which God are you talking about?
And they know daggone well. And that's why they say it so lightly and loosely.
It might have took God off it and put Satan bless America. Like, because
man, you might as well. They might as well be truthful. Y'all don't believe in God, man. Like, you're not going to send somebody to 99 years in prison if you believe in God. Like, for what? You're not going to send somebody to death if you believe in God. Who are you to send somebody? Who are you to send somebody to death?
Yeah, you got a point.
Y'all not, and who are y'all to come in
there? Refute that.
Who are these judges? Why we gotta stand for you? Who the fuck are you? Who are you to stand for, bro? They be playing these roles. They walking with their black robes. They be like, they walking with their robes.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying to a certain extent, though, cuz I get what you're saying to a certain extent.
Like,
just hear me out real quick.
The last judge was Samson, bro. The last real judge was Samson. The rest of these dudes ain't no judges. These people now ain't judges. These government officials ain't judges, bro. These are like, they want to kill you. They happy to hit that gavel. They it's power for them. They're not judging righteously.
But see, my thing with this though, don't get me wrong. I agree to a certain extent.
All right,
I agree. But these mass shooters, I'm not gonna lie to you. Jesus, please forgive me, Lord.
I know. Forgive me. It's sensitive.
They need to go. I'm sorry. Them niggas need to go.
Think about it is they will. Go. That's just it though, cuz they will. But it can't be by our hands though.
They will, bro. I agree with that, but the same token, it's like, bro,
I know, cuz. I know.
Had the evil and hatred in their heart to go into a grocery store and go shoot people because they got a different color than you.
You ain't gonna I know, cuz.
A church, my nigga.
That's sad, bro.
A church.
It's one of those things where like, when somebody who does that, dog,
get the fuck
anybody who commits to act like that, bro.
Fuck up out of here, man. Oh my gosh. Oh God, please forgive me. But get him out of here, bro. Like, oh man, I ain't cool with that, dog.
So not at all. They don't reflect his actions at all, and that's the problem, dog.
To separate church and state, but part of America's foundation is built on God's name and word. However, that doesn't mean the action of the few reflect His word daily. Oh, see, we can go back to 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. And what does 1 Timothy read in the Bible in chapter 4, verse 16? It's probably my favorite Bible verse.
I mean, you told me,
and it's probably one I need to follow more often as well. But matter of fact, I need the other version. There we go. Watch your life and doctrine closely. Persevere in them, because if you do, you will save both yourself and your hearers. And even the verse before that, be diligent in these matters. Give yourself wholly to them, so that everyone may see your progress. So the Bible is telling you to give yourself to others so you can help others become better. And then the next verse is watch your life and doctrine. So watch your life in the Bible. It makes sure they coincide. Mine don't. I ain't gonna lie. Jesus, please forgive me.
That's what it's all about. Though.
Mine does not match the Bible. It don't. It just don't. But I'm going to make much more of an effort to do so.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
I want to take that more that narrow path, but they still outside, and but
I get it, man.
Not right now, but eventually it will. And I know it will.
I'm gonna tell you though, but that's the qualities of a faithful person. Like a believer in God. When you sin, you feel bad about what you're doing. You acknowledge we know what we're doing and when it's wrong. We know, but someone who is not a believer in God don't care that they're sinning. You see, that's the difference. Like you hit her head. You want to do better. Your goal is to do certain things better, to live a certain way. Long as the goal is there, that's all that matters. But if some people just don't care, don't consider that at all.
Shout out to Tuba Chat, by the way. Shout him out. Shout
hey, what up? Appreciate you.
Also, if you are a content creator or want to be a content creator, please subscribe to Tuba Chat, connect and grow. Let me interrupt. But those are my guys over there. That's my guy, Kevin. He would definitely help your channel grow. He will help you and your platform. And it's really good community over there. Really great content creators, really respectful people. And people that respect your opinions and respect the opinions of the man upstairs. So I appreciate those people over there. And Tuba Chat, 100, agree with that. We normalize we in America, but can't put a stop to these gun violences, etc. Completely agree with that. So my thing with this specific two verses is this. your life and the doctrine, which the Bible should coincide with each other.
That should be the goal.
They should pretty much match. And when they don't, you repent, of course. So the life and doctrine in this world is not matching.
Not at all.
We got Machine Gun Kelly doing bloodbath rituals. We got people just killing each other, putting up AKs and all this foolishness. And it's a lot, now being normalized. And that's my problem. We're getting numb to the murder. Like we're not feeling the pain of the people dying anymore.
Bro, and yo, I'm glad you said that,
because rate so hard that we have become numb to the carnage.
I'm glad you said that, cuz, man.
Literal human genocide every single day. And people don't give a hell.
You hitting it all in the head.
They don't give a hell no more. All they want to do is do what the hell they want to do.
Because that's
17 people died today. I'm not gonna pray. I'm not gonna pray for these people.
See, man, that's just it.
I'm gonna go to the club, pop some bottles. It's not for these hoes.
That's just it,
Instead of praying for my family, I wake up in the morning. The first thing I'm gonna do is check social media and see who making a twerk video. And I'm only going to soliloquy. I gotta get this off my chest. Instead of praying for the people you care about, praying for this world to be better, and praying for this world to be better as people individually and us as a human race. When people wake up in the morning, the first thing they do is roll up a blunt.
You're right,
excuse my French, but fuck all that.
I know, cuz. Thank God first.
All that. Your first thing you need to do is thank the man upstairs for waking you up this morning.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the first thing we should be doing.
Like,
is thanking the Lord for waking us up this morning. We have breath in our body. We have all of our limbs working. We're able to actually function, and we're actually able to do His work.
Absolutely, yeah. That should be the first thing we say when we wake up.
Before you check any social media,
before you even get out of bed, bro.
Do anything. Before you take a shower, before you do a daggone thing, you thank the Lord you wake up this morning.
To make it
do that anymore.
Cuz, and that to make
nobody but themselves.
You're right, cuz, and to make it simpler, like all you need to do when you wake, be thankful for every single moment. So when you wake, look, you wake. Look. So you open your eyes. Thank the Lord off the jump. My eyes have been opened. Off the jump. You look to your left, look to your right. You look outside the window. Automatically, there's light. You say, oh, thank you, God, for the light. You take a breath. Thank you, God, for the breath. You roll over. Thank you for the strength to roll over on my side. Thank you for the strength to step and stand on my feet. Thank you for the strength to take this step. Thank you for the strength to turn this knob, to open this door, to cook this bread. Like literally thank Him for every single moment throughout the day. That's how you condition yourself to give thanks on a regular. Just thank for every moment throughout the day. For every single moment, bruh. And cuz you hitting on the head, man. Like the world we living in today, man. It's one of them things where for me, I think that's why I've been so distant. Like I used to be in a very
this is for Gregory Pett real quick. So this is what he was doing, and this the lyrics.
Yeah, it's no question.
And my music sound like the devil.
Oh yeah, he does. It's definitely a bloodbath. He know. Everybody know, man. It's the cat's been out the bag, yo. The cat's been out the bag since.
I don't understand how people don't believe the Bible and talk about it's man-mad. Like
look, the Bible is man-made.
A dog, a giraffe, a cat, make it make sense.
Hey, cuz, you hit on the head. I hate that. I hate when people say that. When they say it's man-made.
Love will grow cold.
Man, our history is man-made. When you open up a history book, it's man-made. Like, man told us everything. Like, there's not a single thing that we don't know from man. Any faith that we have is from the book.
Man-made.
Oh yeah, but man created.
Man-made is that powerful as the Bible is. I don't care what no one says.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But man created.
They made a manual of life that powerful.
And I'm just saying, man, like man-made things we believe all the time, like textbooks, man-made history. So when the history tells us what happened to us in history, we believe it. You good, cuz?
That's one book I believe in now. It's the Bible.
We believe all kind of man-made things. We believe in man-made machinery. We believe in man-made everything, but you don't believe in a man-made Bible.
Make that make sense.
Word, that man. Word, man.
If
all kind of power in the name of Jesus, bro.
Branch off Christianity. So that's another thing. And it's no offense to people that believe in Allah and all that. It's no offense to y'all. It's no offense. Don't.
That's just it though.
It's no offense. But there are references to Jesus Christ in all these books. It is.
Cause that's somebody.
That is for a reason.
Dog, I think about it is. Some people speak on things they don't read. So people who talk about the Bible and say it's man-made, 9 times out of 10, you ain't read a chapter. So you just saying something just to say it because you heard people say that. That's what I'm saying. People, I know what you're saying. That argument of man-made don't make any sense. It don't.
Yeah, and even if it was man-made, God made that man write it.
Word,
he made that man write it. He made the people write it. He made his disciples write it.
Nah, dog. Like everything is from man. We follow a lot what man says, and we never object. We don't object to anything.
I'm just being a hypothetical. Like let's just say these people are correct.
So but mankind can say there's an alien though. We believe that mankind can say they put a picture of a blotch and say it's a planet, and say, oh, believe this. That's a picture of a blotch. I don't know what that is,
man. It's a meteor. It's a planet.
You ain't never been there, dog. Dog, God can make stars. If you pay attention to the sky, bro, if you watch closely, the stars aren't out every night. God is so powerful that it's sometimes he makes the stars you able to see, and sometimes you cannot see them. Sometimes he takes them out of the world, bro.
You believe popping balls at the club. Who made that?
Hey, that's just it, bro. Why do we like? I don't personally, bro. Like you said a little while ago, cuz it's so much turmoil, it's so much distress and pain and suffering going on in this world. I personally can't celebrate because I know so many people are suffering. I personally don't agree to celebrate with others because I know someone is struggling, and that'd be weird to say, but think of it like this. Think of it like this, though. And we talked about earlier, if you're around somebody, you know somebody dealing with a pain, if they lost a loved one or something, you're not going to be around them making dumb memes on, like, even down to the stuff you see on social media. You're not going to say that out in the open. You just saying it on social media. But if somebody was next to you who's dealing with a hurt, if somebody lost a child, you're not going to come to work and say, look at my son, he graduated kindergarten. No, you're not, because that person just died. So you're going to worry about the kid that's passed away. Yeah. And I get we want to celebrate, but we can't keep running from what's happening out here. We got to face what's happening. Yeah. The pain, that's how we find ourselves. That's how we find God. That's how we find the strength to do things the better. Like, we have to face the pain. You can't run away and mask the pain behind drugs. You can't mask it behind sex. You can't mask it behind laughing. This dark humor is not going to fix your life. You still got to wake up the next day and deal with that pain. You can't keep masking it behind these social media memes like your life, like you're not struggling, like you're not hurting. That's what I want people to understand. We need to be more like
and the guys of the Holy Spirit and with disciples experience. Exactly,
dog.
You should celebrate because you're under the blood of Jesus coming.
I get what you're saying, dog. But I don't
understand what you're saying, though.
Celebrate Jesus
in this world.
Celebrate Jesus. Celebrate God. I don't celebrate even. There's a Bible in what the Bible? I can't think of verse it was. Talking about the day of birth, like your day of death is better than your day of birth. Meaning like we need to celebrate. Like, we celebrate birthdays every year. It's my birthday. I get it because I did it. I've been doing it too. But I'm realizing now that what am I really celebrating? A birth. I was not born in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was born in 89. That's my birthday. I only have one birthday. Birthday. You're not born again until you're born in Christ. Until you renew yourself, renew your spirit. Then you're born again. Like, we celebrate worldly celebrations every year. Like, every year, simultaneously, there's celebrations throughout the year. No matter what's happening in the world. 19 children dead one day, the next day we celebrate fucking Kwanzaa. You get what I'm saying? We don't care about nothing. Like, I just feel like
I get you saying.
As a people, we need to know when to take a break.
We had like 5 mass shootings.
Prime example, we talk about entertainment, right? The entertainment business is the most influential people in the world, right? The most influential people in the world. So if you're influence to the world and somebody just passed, wouldn't you think that your influence can be very, like, you can stop everything, like stop all the games, playing basketball games, playing all the sports, playing all the entertainment, stop everything for a while and focus on helping each other.
Kyrie Irving trying to do. He's like, man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I don't even like celebrating, bro. Like, I get what homie was saying. I celebrate in God. I rejoice in God and the spirit of in Jesus, and knowing that my life means something. But I don't want to celebrate these worldly things that don't mean nothing. Like, they don't mean nothing. And I think we do that too often. We celebrate when the world is suffering.
I'm at fault of that too. I'll be honest. Like, yeah, you know, every weekend, but you know,
I get it, cut.
I'm outside
because for the most part,
I'm hanging out. I'm already celebrating.
We celebrate because we're trying to get away from life.
Hanging out with friends.
We're trying to find a place of enjoyment because we're suffering.
Trying to enjoy ourselves. Trying to live
because we're suffering. We're trying to find a place of enjoyment. So we want to find somewhere that we could be happy at. But I feel like those environments don't produce happiness though. In my opinion, they don't. So in my opinion,
happiness, no.
Because I've been to clubs. So when I used to go to clubs, I've seen it. I know what happens there. It's all lusting. It's all about pride. It's all about look at me. It's all about, you know, and then you got people trying to show their strength. Niggas trying to show they're strong. You got girls who promiscuous. Like, it's literally just a adulterous environment. And there's nothing good in it. There's nothing good in it. We just want to hang with our friends. Why not go to the bowling alley? Why not go to arcade? Why do we go to a club? Because subconsciously, we want to see certain things. And we don't realize that things that we're seeing is literally going, we keep on condoning and conducting ourselves a certain way. We're literally allowing things in our minds. We're allowing lust in our minds. We're allowing we're drinking and getting drunk and getting twisted. I get it, but we're allowing all this stuff into our minds. And at that moment, as opposed to like running to celebrate, I think we should, like homie was saying, why don't we have celebration of the Lord? You know what I'm saying? I guess church, more, you know, but at the same time,
that's how corrupt the church can be. I think you should celebrate God every day. Like,
why do we have
I think the way you should celebrate God every day is meditate.
Why we could? How can we do it collectively as to where we make it as an enjoyment thing? Like, because that's what we're looking for when we go to clubs.
Everybody get on a Zoom call, and, you know, we can talk about the Lord and talk about our days and
something, bro.
When we do talk about our day, talk about the positive things that happen that day, not just negative things. You know what I'm saying? Grasp the positive things. Oh, my day was smooth. I had no complaints. You know what I'm saying? This happened. You might talk about, oh, this might get on my nerves, but really most of the conversations should be positive.
It should be, man.
The majority of our conversations are positive. A lot of negative.
You can't have a positive conversation.
We're speaking positive energy to us, to each other.
Exactly.
But this is the verse that Antonio was talking about. Verse 8 in Revelations 1. I'm the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord God, who is and who was and who is to come, the Almighty.
Always be.
So, and that's another thing. These rituals, these satanic things are playing upon God.
Mm-hmm.
The bloodbath ritual, like perfect example. I want to really explain this in deep detail, so even you can understand what I'm saying. So there's a Freemason, right? After you watch the second part, right? So the Freemason was talking about, oh, this is what this ritual means, and this what this means, and da da da. So the bloodbath ritual is a play upon baptism. If you notice, you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
When you baptized into Christ, you're baptized into water. Mm-hmm. So when these people are baptized into the other side of things, they're baptized into blood.
Even though
you have to be fully naked, all that, and you are born again as a children of Satan.
The devil. Mm-hmm.
As in the opposite, when you're born again into Christ, you are born again as a disciple of Christ.
And the whole reason behind the baptism
will always guide you. Exactly.
The whole reason behind the baptism is
to dead yourself, and not
because one of the Pharisees was asking Jesus along the lines like, how can you can't be reborn again? It's impossible to be reborn again. You can't physically be reborn again. That's what God was like, and that's what Jesus was basically saying. Like, you renew your spirit. You're born again.
You cleanse your oaths. You cleanse your spirit.
Yeah, you're born again through the water.
And it's you know what the saying is? It's like having a clean slate. That's what baptism is. A clean slate. A new you. This is the new version of your
born again. And you're born and think about this water. the reason, and I think water has something to do with like the spirit of God as well, because
Pure.
it's almost like God
Purity.
is water. You see what I'm
purity.
saying?
It's purity. That's what it is. It's purity.
Word.
It's cleansing your old self, cleansing all the sins you committed, cleansing all the mistakes that you made, cleansing your old self and becoming a new self.
And like homie saying, bro, I'm with you.
Holy Spirit within God. But I say the opposite is you dead yourself to be born again with Satan, which is absolutely disgusting.
You literally kill the body and live again through Christ.
Yeah.
So it's a new body.
You wash away everything.
And that's probably, and for someone like me, I read the Quran first. So I thought, in my mind, I thought I was I wanted to put stipulations on things. I thought if I read the Quran, then that makes me, a Muslim man. So I thought maybe that was my, my goal. But I remember reading the Quran and how it was so crazy how I always thought that Jesus was just was made up, which is Christians. But it's funny how when I read the Quran, that's when I realized who Jesus meant to them, to Muslim, to Islam. Then I realized that they didn't lie. They didn't deny nothing. They talked about the Holy Spirit. They talked about the Holy Ghost. They talk about God equipping Jesus with the miracles. The only thing they don't talk about is the crucifixion. That's the one thing that is denied. That's the only thing that even Muslims even believe that Jesus is coming back for judgment. Yeah. So that's the other side to it. So I was under the impression that Islam didn't believe or accept Jesus, but I realized that's not the case. It's more so they just don't accept the fact that Christians said that he died on the cross. They believe that he did not die on the cross. They believe he was either, number one, that God has somebody replace him on the cross, but then they say, well, God's not into deception, so they don't believe that part. Or the second one was he never died on the cross. He actually survived the crucifixion and then went to preach in, I think it was India.
Yeah, don't Muslims believe that Jesus came back and denies the cross? Yeah, and they believe that he's not the savior.
It's not they don't believe he's a savior. They do. It's one of the things where they don't necessarily, nothing's mentioned that they don't deny him. Okay. Like nothing's mentioned on their text. It's more. They
don't believe in the crucifixion.
Just not that he was crucified.
He was crucified, yeah.
And which is why. But then again, it will make me. It does make you think that if you think about it, the main thing the Christian community we would say is Jesus died for our sins. So that's why the crucifixion is very important, because if he didn't die, then what does that mean if he didn't die?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But then again, that doesn't change what Jesus meant and stood for, whether he died or not, though.
That's true too.
Think about it is, Jesus didn't say be a Christian. Jesus, that's not his words.
He said just have faith.
Even down to it, Jesus' last name is not Christ.
To be a disciple of Christ.
Jesus' last name is not Christ. It's not. The Christ is the Messiah. The Christ is what was prophesied in the Hebrew Bible. Yeah. The Christ, not so people that say Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But it's not his name.
The disciple in Jesus, like that.
It's not his name.
That's what being a Christian means. To be a disciple.
Again, being a Christian was not. But then again, if you follow Jesus, if you believe in Jesus, you don't have to say you're a Christian, because Jesus did not say be a Christian. He said follow the commandments of God and love your neighbor. He didn't say be a Christian. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So like it's nothing. That's where it gets tricky.
And that's where the confusion kind of gets sometimes too.
A lot of confusion.
The one thing we all need to do is to pray for love in the world.
Absolutely.
But yet
we
want to normalize recording fights, fornicating, drugs, and other simple behavior. And that's kind of the problem, honestly speaking. Like, don't get me wrong, like I still sin. Like I'm definitely still a sinner. Even when you're a disciple, you're still considered a sinner. Like it's just that you're more mindful of when you sin.
And that's why I said a little while ago, you're more sorrowful for your sin. You're not just sinning blindly. You're literally feeling bad when you sin, and it's weighing on you. That's why I think that's where a lot of people's like bad karma derives from. Like it's that feeling of guilt. that God puts on your heart, in your heart. That when you do something wrong, you know you're wrong, and you know you're not leading a good life. That's that guilt that you're walking around with. It's not karma.
Oh,
That's that guilt.
Especially, man, LOL. Yeah, we all make mistakes, man. But it's just it's just that
it's not about the sin. It's not about the sin, man. It's just one of the things where people need to
be cut to the heart about their sin.
I don't want to sin. Period. I'm not doing like you got to make a conscious effort not to sin. Like it's not you have to make a conscious effort.
Yeah.
Like no one's perfect. I get that, but you have to make a conscious effort to not sin. You can't just sit there and say, "Well, we're gonna sin. It is what it is," and just sin just to sin. Nah, that's not how it goes. You got to make a conscious effort not to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sinning on purpose.
You gotta kind of start making an effort.
I feel guilty when I do something I'm supposed to be doing. Like I literally feel guilty though. Like damn, what the fuck am I doing, yo? Like, I shouldn't. Like, when I'm talking right now, I'm in my mind saying to myself like I'm talking with too much aggression. I want to be more compassionate. I want to be more understanding. I want to be more of a calming spirit as opposed to aggressive or you see what I'm saying? So I struggle. We all gonna struggle.
See, that's some temptation, yeah, like that. Yeah,
and that's it, dog. And that's the key right there. That's just it. Temptation is our worst enemy, bruh. It's our worst enemy. Temptation, bruh. Come on,
for money. Temptation for
temptation and lust, man.
Adultery and temptation to
you tempted to
even hurt someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because they down their nerves.
And nobody cares, bro. People be posting like
out of them, like
we don't help each other.
What?
We don't help each other.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
we don't help each other either, dog.
It's not even sexual. Like it goes beyond sexual. It's like you see somebody. Let's say you bought the club up. For example, you go in the club. You see this dude popping 5-6 balls of ace of spades. He got 10 grand in his pocket. You tempted to rob this nigga. At this point, you tempted to run up on him. Yeah, Stop playing with me. Get that up.
But that's just it though.
You tempted to do that. Or you're tempted to somebody playing with you in the club that call you kind of B words, or you a you a
those are
you tempted to smack this.
But think about this, cuz
so many temptations in the world is ridiculous.
I get it, man. But those temptations are very you can control those, man. Like that's
sometimes you can't.
And if you can't, you weak. Yo, you can't, you weak. You weak, man. And we gotta acknowledge that.
I mean, us humans are.
But hey, I'm glad you can say it.
We are weak.
I'm glad you can say it, but most people can't say they're weak. They want to tell everybody they're strong. They want to tell everybody, I got it, man. Shoot, my shoulder's strong. I can handle it. They don't want to say they're weak.
I remember when my mom passed, and everybody's like, "Oh, you strong as hell." I said, "I'm only strong because my mom raised me to be like." And your weakness is where you find the strength of God, because God has my back.
And your weakness is where you find the strength of God, bro.
And my vulnerability comes from God.
No doubt.
No doubt. The strength came from Him because He put my mom in position to raise me to have this strength. It all came from God. The end of the
word. You're right, cuz.
Mom raised me to be like that. But she was guided by God to raise me like that.
Temptation,
like all the stuff I've been through before she even passed, like all the stuff that I even put myself into, or whatever, Yeah, like God put all those struggles in front of me for a reason, to be stronger. So when that was ready to hit me, yeah, I had the strength to march on, but it didn't come without pain.
I'm saying, cause like you see, and that's where people find their strength is when they're at the lowest, when they're at their weakest. That's when you find the strength of God. That's when you find the strength of God.
Whole life and have earthly flesh, yeah. So and be married, man, and working FedEx. Women throws themselves at me all the time. It's hard every day.
Hey, look, man. That's just it too, man. Like women,
100.
I get it, man. Women they're gonna constantly throw themselves. And that's the problem.
Me or the best time to hang out in the social settings when everyone comes together in love or unity. For example, game night at church ministry or game night with the family.
That's just it.
And we need to do more. Like let's go bowling or like
that's just it.
Hey, get the guys there. Let's go hoop or something. You know what I'm saying? Like or hey man, we outside. Like that's cool. Like don't get me wrong. Like I still indulge into outside activities.
I get it, man.
I ain't gonna hide it from the world.
But it's one of the things where like. I know
I've logged it. I just logged it not long though.
But it's one of the things where like
at the same token, it's not something to be proud of.
I'm gonna say that's what I'm about to say, cuz at the same time,
admit I indulge in it.
You gotta live with it. Like you gotta live with what you're doing. Like, so whatever happens, that's your choice. So you know what you're doing, cuz you smart. So if you indulge in something and you say you keep, you know, I indulge and you know you do, then it's no excuse. Then if something happened, there's no excuse. You knew. You see what I'm saying? So I get it, and I understand you being humble about it, and you admitting like, yeah, I know I dabble in that stuff. Like I know I shouldn't be in certain places, but I need to get away from certain things. And you know that you know in your mind that that's what we got to do. We can't be in certain atmospheres.
And my pride not in the way. Like my pride's not in the way. I admit I do these things because
I get it, and that's what's up.
But it's one like, hey, like
pride. Hey, you know what? You know, I'm gonna tell you about
when
pride.
I'm outside, I look too. Hey, I admit, I look like.
See, and that's the other side. See, that's the other side to it. Nobody respects each other. So, like, it could be a woman and a man who are married, right? And a woman, you know, post a picture online where it's a little seductive, and I'll be thinking, like, man, you know, that's disrespectful to your husband. And then not only disrespect to your husband, we all see it. So we're all scrolling down, and we're all literally lusting at that moment what we see. If you cover that up, you can do your part and helping not allow people to be lustful. And you can say men still gonna be lustful. No, they're not. If y'all cover your bodies wearing like how some other ethnicities do, other cultures do, and cover your body up, men ain't gonna be in your inbox saying, hey, I'm gonna bring you over. They ain't gonna be saying nothing. They gonna respect you because you're respecting yourself.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
but if they see you wearing, if you showing your body,
seductive photos, like
I'm not about it. They're gonna approach you as if you're accessible. And you're going to say, no, I'm not, because I'm wearing this. I'm not accessible just because I'm wearing this. But yes, you are. Like, that's exactly why you're accessible, because you're wearing that.
Make yourself available to the whole world. When you're not in places where your character
I like that.
is not compromised.
Being in places where your character is not compromised. That's the perfect way to put it.
Influence.
Yo, I love that, bro. Where your character is not compromised. Meaning, like, if you got to change who you are, where you go, that's a problem. If you can't be yourself, and go out in places and be yourself and want to speak and be who you want to be, and you got to shift in mode to fit the culture and society you in. You're not on a narrow path. That's the broad path.
You don't need to rock over there.
That's the easy path, yo. The narrow path, it's gonna make you're gonna be different. You're gonna like different things. You can't be around a lot like that. Hey, where it is, man. I appreciate for real, dog. I appreciate everybody's engagement, man. Like it's cool to see people saying stuff. That makes me know like everybody, we're literally all together sharing these thoughts, yo. Like that means that we're all thinking about the same things.
This is why this was the finale. This is why this was the finale, because we were going to dive into some
word. And this enlightening, bro. Because I'm just imagining all these brothers commenting, yo. I know that for this hour and a half, or 2 hours now, we've been in the same. We're bouncing thoughts,
same headspace.
Like we're bouncing thoughts, bro. Like, and that's all we gotta do.
And this is another Bible verse that Antonio brought up. And I'm gonna go ahead and read it real quick. This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. It states, "I can do this through Him who gives me strength." That's all you can push through that verse. Honestly speaking, your strength is going to only take you but so far. Yeah, you might say, "I'm strong as hell. Yeah, I'm good."
So I was saying, that's that pride. That's that pride.
Only take you so far until you break down.
And eventually you will. You will, bro. Like
I'm feeling the pressure. I'm feeling this. And that's when you turn to the Lord about it.
You will, man. You're gonna hit that point where your strength is not gonna be.
Iron sharpens iron. Facts. Big facts. Iron sharpens iron. Big facts. But yeah, this has been a great discussion, man. I've been appreciating the engagement you guys having.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
We got 8 in the build. This is probably one of our most lit live streams we had in probably a while. So
that's what's up, man. This is where we need to be at, man. We need to create these platforms, these spaces,
don't
man.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it's my advice to everyone that's still like in the world. You know what I'm saying? That still have like, I'm like, that people like myself that's still in the world, but they believe in God.
Yeah.
Indulge the activities that you indulge in. Just know it's a choice.
It's definitely a choice,
when you give your life to God, when I do it and when you do it, we cannot turn back. Don't not turn back when you do it.
And that, I like how you said it.
I'm gonna get baptized, and I'm going to get baptized in the Holy Spirit in the name of God, and Jesus is Lord, and you declare that and you mean that with every fiber of your soul. Do not go back to the world. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't step in no nightclub no more. Don't do it. Just don't. Once you do it, once I do it, I'm never stepping in a nightclub again.
You know
I'm
what?
Not going out again. I might cut all my friends off. I don't care.
That's how I feel, and that's exactly what
hey, some homies you might have to let rock. Hey, I can't go out with you, Slim. I'm good.
Man,
I can go bowling night with you. We can go hoop. We can go work out. Yeah, that's cool. Stay club. No, I'm good. I pass. Bar now, I'm good. No.
Because man, you know what, man? You know how that's how I've been feeling, though. Like I've been feeling like, not to sound like depressing, it's been a little lonely on this path, yo. Because it's almost like
it's narrow.
It's almost like I know, man. Like I know I can't be involved how I want to be. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes I want to engage and and go hang out and do this and do that, but I know, like homie was saying, it's gonna, my character and what I'm trying to do, it's not gonna mix, because it's like I'm literally giving myself a window.
Go back to
it ain't gonna mix. But then again, it gets more lonely because it don't mix. The people who do it think that you don't like them. They think it's a dislike there, but it's really not a dislike.
It's not. It's like myself from that. I'm not separating myself from you. I'm separating myself from what you do.
Yeah, man.
You, we can do different stuff. I just can't do that. And and that's why I kind of explained to everyone else, like, once I'm still in the world right under the law, but
I'm here.
The moment I decide to get baptized, it's a wrap. I'm not doing it no more. It's a wrap.
That's how I feel, cuz
I'm taking a concerted effort to I can't go out with y'all. And if I ever did it, I'm gonna feel weird. I'm gonna be in the joint like, okay.
And it's almost like that's what
I don't feel right no more. Like, I've been trying to here, and I'm gonna just leave. I'm just eventually just leave. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to precondition myself.
Go to bar and
precondition myself.
Go to bar, drink water. Like what the hell? Like I'm gonna just leave. Like,
so I'm saying, yo, like.
But the funny thing is, though, cuz honestly speaking, before I turned 21, I wasn't a drinker. I wasn't like indulgent.
I know. Hey,
that's the wild part, though. I will go out and hang out with my friends. And
hey, you sound like me, dog. Like I ain't start doing nothing until I was 21 or over. Before that, I was an athlete.
I got drunk once in the blue moon, but like
and that's funny, dog. I think that's probably why, like, people, I was late to the party in a sense, like.
Yeah.
So I never really got too excited doing certain things because it was all still new kind of. I was never like, you know what I'm saying? Once I did it, I was like, man, dang, I see why I wasn't into all this too much.
I'll party and all that.
Like again, like homie was saying, like temptation. I go to a club, yo, like all that happened in the club was the women, and then I knew, and me being who I was, being somewhat conceited, I knew like I could be somewhat of a. Just like women with eye candy, I did the same thing. I knew how to get women, so I would just use it was a game for me, bruh. Like I didn't go to the club to hang out with my friends. I went to the club to pull women. So and I think that's what most men do. And if men say they don't, I get it. If you don't, make sure the people around you don't either. If you go and say like if you got like 4 or 5 people around you who aren't married and who are single. It's a little dangerous because those minds may be a little more, you know what I'm saying? But again, if you have control, you understand what you're there for. You understand, but at the same time,
and that's why I have self-control. Like I go out, like I might talk.
But too though.
I don't really know wrong with conversation.
But don't take too far. But you're mindful though that you put yourself in the environment.
Yeah, I put myself in that environment.
You are in the environment. So whatever happens in that environment. Because whatever happens in that environment, you can't blame nothing else but yourself because you went to that environment. So
No. I agree with that, but like, don't get me wrong. But like at the same token, like, hey, the do's and don'ts. You go here, cool, little conversation,
No, I get that, but certain things are out of your control, though. Certain things will be out of your control.
I think as long as you so self-control and you know what you're getting yourself into, I think you should be fine when you're in the world. I mean, I said once you're out the world,
at the same, it's one of the things where it's like
of Jesus, you can't.
It's one of the things where like I'd rather, like, if I go to the club, I'd rather not fight myself not to look. That's weird. I'd rather is because you get what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna want to look.
I look on the street.
That's just it.
Chanel look shit. What the hell? Like,
because that is the dog. That's just like you said a little while ago. That's the nature of man. We are very, very weak when it comes to sex. And that's something that women need to understand and stop men are extremely weak.
Man, any sports team doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's soul saved and building up the kingdom that way. We got our own crown and jewels. And hear the words, well done, good, faithful servants. Exactly.
Absolutely, good, man. Hey,
you
on it, man.
It's time to be compromised situations all the time.
See, I avoid it. I can't
my wayward folks out there, consider ways to get upward.
Word, yeah, man. Like, I don't know, man. I'd rather certain environments, bro.
I feel the same way, bro. It's like Antonio go at me all the time. Like, I know something.
He know what to
do and not to do.
I know, bro. I'm not trying to like judge you on it. I'm just saying, me personally, I know for a fact that if I go out, I got to worry about not only me looking at girls looking at me. I got to worry about okay. I don't want them thinking, is he single?
I like the attention.
That's just it. Subconsciously, we like the attention, just like women. We ain't no different. Men want attention too.
I like the attention.
Men try to play this role like women are the only attention seekers.
I like the compliments.
I get it. I get it.
And I leave it alone out there though.
Me personally, I just know, like me personally, I know how people don't care about boundaries. Like I know. So for me, it's like I'd rather not give you the benefit of the doubt to be able to. I don't even want you to waste your time in a circle with your friends wondering, is that bearded guy, is he single? I want to know. Let's go ask. I'd rather not be in that to be around you to have a conversation.
Who you with too though? Like if let's say like me, you and Booch went out or something. I think we'd be all right.
Bro, like what? No,
you engaged.
We would be a group. We would be a trio, nigga. We would be a trio of eye candy, nigga. Like so. I get it.
We know the rules, but we know the rules, and we know we come home doing the rules.
This is what I tell people. This is what I tell people all the time. Men are known to be the dogs, right? I get it. I tell y'all this though. When a woman in heat though, when she wants something, they wolves. They sniff out. They sniff you out.
They worse.
Women sniff you out too. Niggas ain't just dogs. Women, they got one up.
Women some dogs too. They some hyenas.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. And what they do. They attack our weaknesses. All I gotta do is shake my ass for this boy. All I gotta do is they gotta do is do stuff to make us look at them. And you can practice restraint. You can sit and try to keep a straight face.
But. Hear me out real quick. Real quick. Men like me, you, and Booch though. You're strong mind enough to know.
Oh yeah, word. I know
what not to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she can shake her ass all she wants to.
I won't do nothing, bro. Trust me.
I'm the kind of nigga. I'm like, okay, I damn sure get off me. I'm the one that makes you okay. I'm gonna make you feel like you're wanted, and I'm gonna push you away, and you're gonna be mad at me, and I don't care.
See,
when they do that, they ignore me. Like,
I get it.
I do that, they ignore me. I have to say, all right, good.
Nah, that's a smart tactic. That's a smart tactic. That's a smart little tactic there, bro. Like, trust me.
I ain't gonna lie. They're like, oh, you want me? Psych.
You hit on the head, yo. Like, they're not me, Booch, and you, man. Anybody, man. Like, anybody going to rub off how you are. Like, most people, like me, man. When me when I go out there, you see me out before. I'm energetic, so I gotta avoid those because sometimes I can be the life of it. And I don't want to get involved too deep into it.
We'll stray away from the nightclub. We'll do something a little more chill.
If we do it, we go to get a little drink during the day or something. I step my way to certain things, but I damn sure can't go on nightlife. It won't. Not right now, bro. Like not where my spirit is at right now. Because these girls, like I think, like again too, man. When you walking with God, bro, when you walking in faith, yo, like y'all know how it goes. That's when the devil come. That's when them demons be sent out. That's when people start messing with you. That's when they start coming. Like, and they come in form of women too. Like the lust, they gonna come. Like you may go out there with the mindset.
They coming.
You'll go out there.
That's the main form they coming.
I am a strong man. I am in control. You walk out of that mindset. I get it. But just know, man. When you get into an atmosphere, you're right. If you get into an atmosphere and say like 5 girls want you, bruh, and they don't care about nothing. Them 5 girls gonna show you they want you, at home. They're gonna show you they want you, and I get it. You're gonna keep your head straight. You're not gonna be hurting from being straight because if they want you, they're gonna let it be known. Because I've been in those circles where they want you. You will know they want you, bro.
Oh yeah,
and it ain't gonna be
we all been in those situations.
A lot of dudes, and that's just it. Cause I'm about to hurt some feelings. A lot of dudes ain't been in that situation. A lot of dudes be stunting. A lot of dudes be stunting. They ain't never been. They ain't never like. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like most dudes, I've been in clubs. You could tell most dudes be extra. They be like, trying to draw attention. Daggone well, and, you not that man. And the women know that. But then you got dudes some dudes just know how to work a room, and women are drawn to it. And and some dudes know what it's like to experience that. Some dudes don't, man. Some dudes are just more the betas, not the alphas. You know what I'm saying? The betas, bro. And the betas are, but the betas are majority. It's like 85%, 90% betas. Probably like between 5-10% of omegas.
Women are worse.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Women, that's why I think about it. Women, think about it. Men
that pops out on a normal basis.
So think about how much women do things like so. Women can use a lot to their advantage. They got their bodies. They can say certain things that men can't say.
Their voices.
So women utilize a lot of their strengths that they're only strong because of our weaknesses. Like lust, we see women, half-naked women, men don't have self-control. They're going to lust in their mind. They could be faithful, they could be strong, but in their mind, in the back of their mind,
in the back of their mind, like, I'll smash that thing, boy.
It seeps
I knock that thing down. I go crazy that thing.
That's why I try to avoid
come with it. But that's the difference between in the world and when you're after baptism and
I get it, bro. Like, I get it, cuz
elementary principles.
See, and that's just it. That's just it.
Once you've done those things, you're not gonna think like that.
You're right, bro. Once you get older, dog, those certain things don't.
Once you truly go into the life of God,
I feel you. That's how I feel too, bro.
Because I learned the elementary principles, but I've not got baptized, so I'm still thinking in a worldly sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna relearn these elementary principles. I'm about to
I feel you.
Contact this disciple very, very soon. I'm gonna contact my boy Isaiah. Shout out to him. We haven't talked in a while, but I'm gonna contact him and my boy Sterling. I'm gonna get back into the elementary studies again. Then I'm gonna get baptized, and once I do that,
me too. I feel you, cause I'm in that same boat.
I like life how it is right now.
I'm in that same boat. But the day,
I like life right now. But if you want to study with me, cuz I would definitely get them.
Hey, I'm with you, cuz. And to me, I'm on this like, I'm all about how we gotta connect. We connect. Let's do that. I'm just like stuck in my ways too, though. Like I've been trying to study it and get close as I can myself too. That way, I'm not like. No one's like messing with how I'm like perceiving it. You know what I'm saying? I won't perceive it. And then when I go talk to people about it, then it could be like somebody can give me their perception. Then I go, okay. All right. I see what you're saying. Maybe it can help me understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it too, bro. I'm all for that.
Well, trying to just say this is a perfect comment. I like the attention, but I won't feed into it.
Like
no, you don't feed into it, man.
I'm with you, cuz. And that's me too, man. But I'm at the point now where I don't like people looking at me like that, though. It's weird. Like I be going out sometimes.
I'm kind of that point where I'm not the biggest fan of it like I used to.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes
when I first got married to Chanel, I wouldn't might look at me at all.
People be staring at me like
don't look at me. Don't look at me, nigga.
With me, bro, it's like I know
it's okay, I guess, but
it's like for me, man. It's like when people look at me, I just be getting like, I don't know, man. Like I think that's probably why I don't really die. Like I ain't really been so out there with the music because I don't be. It's like I be feeling like I don't know, dog. Like
but you got talent, you got God-given talent, cuz.
We all got. That's what I know, cuz, and that's what I'm trying to do, though. I've been trying to find out how to utilize it, bro. And I've been trying. I say this. I've been trying to control and understand how to utilize my passion. Bro. I got a passion. I got a passion for music and a passion for entertainment. But at the same time, I have a devotion to God that I'm trying to balance. So like that's where it gets very tricky, bro, in this industry. That's what we're saying. That Joe was saying earlier. It's like how else? It's hard for me to be a musician I want to be.
Yeah.
Because of the industry itself. But at the same time, like I said, you told me a long time ago. You told me a long time ago. You was like, there's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of different artists in different lanes, and it's not all like there's a platform for art for Christian artists and all kind of stuff. But it's one of them things too that I don't want to be, I don't want to be put in no box. So I don't want nobody to say, hey, I don't want nobody to be like, hey, you a Christian rapper. I don't want nobody to say, oh damn, you I don't know. So
they say you want to be known as an artist. You want to be known as any any subgenre.
And I want.
Yeah, we
word. They sense that for sure, bro.
Demons can sense that.
Man.
Hey.
Man.
An example, and I don't like using rappers, but I'm gonna use a DMV rapper, Gunu. Gunu got killed after he said on a Vlad interview, "I'm getting sober. I don't drink weed no more. I don't smoke weed no more."
See, man, it's like you're getting better, bro. Like
I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to figure out how to be a better man. I'm not out here looking for ops no more. I'm not even on that type of time. Like, but he got into it.
You trying to better yourself, yo.
I'm not gonna blame Cutiful for him dying. I'm not gonna say that, but he got to a Cutiful on Instagram. A couple of days later, he gets killed.
See, man, that's not it, man.
Because it's hey, he heard. Satan heard that. He said, "Oh, no more drugs. What? Oh yeah, we'll get him together. You think you gonna run from me?"
And that, and the devil, dog, the devil.
And that's the devil saying that evil man did it to that boy.
And the devil was a straight up coward too, bro. Like the devil, he can't show himself. He has to come through people. He got to come through somebody, and that's somebody.
And the funniest thing, if you rewatch the second episode, and they in the Mason's talking about the satanic rituals and the devil and all that. He said the devil's in one place, but God is everywhere.
Yeah, word. I love that. Man. I love it.
And he said there's one family that rules this world, and they all satanic. The Roth family. The Roth family rules this world. They had 90% of the assets in this world, and they're the ones who are going to cause this world to go to crap.
Man, I'm with. I know, bro. I'm with you. I know.
When you watch the interview with that Mason, you can be like,
hey, look. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to like cut. Look, we might have to wrap this up a little bit sooner because we kind of going in about 2 hours.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? 2 hours now.
And I ain't gonna. I gotta get the kids down. I ain't gonna front. I got kids, y'all. I gotta get my kids down to bed.
Oh yeah. Hear them out there, man. We're gonna probably wrap this up in a little bit. I want to don't want to be labeled. Exactly.
I don't want, like, the thing about it is, it's one of the things where, like, I'm trying to understand, like, my target audience. You know what I'm saying? And what everybody feeling out here. Like, so like the music gotta be different. Now, you know what I'm saying? Music can't be, I can't condone certain things. So I don't want to rap about certain things. So it's like finding that balance, dog. It's important for me, yo, as an artist, as a, because I want to make sure people who want to listen to me are getting the stuff they want to hear, man. Not stuff that represent me. And I'm not being forced to do certain things. Like, obviously I'm spiritual right now, so you may hear, you may hear like some
movie or what?
You might hear some like
funny.
Yeah, it is. What I'm saying,
it's a movie. How you change your day on life. Featuring A.L.O.T. and Lucky Looch.
Yeah, man, it was good. It's definitely. Hey, it's definitely a great conversation, man. Like, I don't know about you and anybody listening. I feel, I feel good, man. I feel inspired. I feel like that we're speaking on things that are important. Like, you know what I mean? And people are expressing themselves, dog, and nobody judging nobody, yo. We all feeling, even if we're saying our opinions, I ain't trying to be judgmental. I'm just speaking my opinion. You know what I mean? It's a good environment, bro. So definitely need it. It's definitely might have to get back to the beginning, how we did it before. I'm trying to find, trying to make sure I do it the right way, man.
And we'll have you back, you know what I'm saying?
And we're gonna get there, cuz.
And hopefully cuz start his own channel. And
you know what I'm saying? And but me, man, I'm a believer, bro. Like, God is working, yo. So like, it's a matter of time, man. Because I'm being revealed to things every day. God's revealing things to me every day, dog. I'm just trying to understand it. You know what I mean? And humble myself. And I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to be conceited about it. I don't want to be prideful about it, though. I want it to be natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want everything to be what God tells me to do, not what I want to do. I want God to tell me to do it. I feel like God told me to do this today. I wasn't even going to do it, but I was like, man, I think it's time to speak, man. I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to be like, talk about some things, man. Get it out. And don't worry about it. I got you. That's what God tell me. Don't worry about it. You ain't going to cross no lines. I got you. It's going to be all right. You just get your message out. I'm trying to find my voice. It's like everybody else trying to find their voice. And that's what this platform about, bro. We got a voice, dog. We don't got to keep suppressing how we feel out here because you want to keep censoring it. You can be faithful. You can be religious. You can be spiritual. And at the same time, you can be confident. At the same time, you can be motivated. Being spiritual does not mean you're weak. Does not mean you're soft. It does not mean you're not strong. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And that's the one last thing.
Word, hey brother, hey, I appreciate you saying that, dog. Word up, man.
I've been doing that more now too. Actually, I've been working on the intermittent fasting. So like for like 6 to 8 hours, I won't eat. I'll literally drink water because water is the only pure thing that can save you. So I've been doing that as well. So hey, definitely fast, definitely pray.
Word.
Ask him what he wants you to do, and the Lord will definitely.
That's what's up, cuz. That's kind of I'm with you, man. I'm trying to like, I want to do it right, bro. I don't want, I don't want to jump out there.
I say because I'm still indulging in worldly activities.
I know, dog. We all are, man. Like, I ain't perfect, bro. Like, man,
I'm not there either, but I will tell you this though: a person that actually reads the Bible not on a daily, by doing the weekdays, and someone that is starting to actually have my faith in God being restored gradually. It's a process.
It is, man. It's definitely a process, bro.
It's a decision. But
number one is a decision. Word.
The repentance is a decision. One.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even repent, you want to know who God is and why you're repenting toward God. And understand why you're doing this and why you're switching your lifestyle to this. So I'm still learning the ins and outs.
I get that, cuz. Yeah, that's perfect, man. That's you're right.
You want to learn the ins and outs. I said I was intermittent fasting for losing weight, but I started thinking about like do it for God too. Like,
man, that's the whole purpose,
so,
man.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like
that's the whole purpose.
I'm starting at 6 hours a day.
That's good, cuz, man. I'm proud of you.
We got the I'm gonna do 9, 10, 11,
man, I'm proud of you, cuz.
And it's not just to lose weight, but just to get closer to God, because you don't have those worldly things in your body.
And that's what
except water. That's the only word.
What did Jesus tell the devil? What did Jesus tell the devil when he was tempting him, bro? He said, man will not survive on bread alone. Meaning like, so what? And he wants you to the word of God to be your fuel. He wants that to be your you know what I'm saying? I get it, bro. Word, man.
If we were Jesus,
we're not perfect at all, man. And nobody. It's only one sin. It was only one perfect being, man. It was only one perfect being. Yo.
After you're a disciple, you will still be a sinner. Like,
and think what it is. This is what I tell people. This is why I tell people.
Be more conscious about it.
That's why I tell people. Even if you sin once, you're a sinner. So like that's it. Don't worry about it. We're all sinners, man. That's what makes you a sinner. Once you sin one time, you're a sinner. So it's all right. And but at the same time, bro, like you were saying earlier, man, we need to make sure that we're acknowledging our sin and not just sinning and thinking that we're automatically forgiven. Still humble yourself and ask for forgiveness, though, for the sin.
I ask every day because you sin
every day, man.
Every day before you,
word, man.
Before you go about your day, Lord, man, I thank you for all the blessings you give me first and foremost.
Absolutely, yo, absolutely, cuz.
I definitely sinned yesterday, and I ask you for forgiveness. Now, I try to be better than I was the day before.
Absolutely, yo.
And to try to be better than you were the day before. But hey, man, that's going to do it for it.
Hey, let's do that. Let's wrap this up, man.
Let's wrap this up before we'll actually wrap it up. Speaking of prayers, let's go and give a quick prayer before we get up out of here. And we're going to wrap it up. So, dear Lord, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Lord, I ask you to bless Angelo in a special way, Lord. Bless Looch in a special way. Bless his family. Allow them to be the best versions they can be, your word and be your teachings, Lord. Please allow Angelo to continue to read the word, understand it, comprehend it, and also do his best to put it into practice. Also, same with myself, same with Chanel, same with Angelo's family, same with Braylon and the kids, same with Chanel, Chanel's mom, who's our disciple as well. The church family that I was studying with, please allow me to reconnect with them and also start to restudy the Bible and to really get the understanding I need, Lord, in order to become a disciple of Christ and disciple of Jesus, and let me be a better man. And also let these people in the chat be better men, and if any women are watching, well, better women. Let these brothers and sisters be better brothers and sisters. In the name of Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Hey, like that, cuz. Like that, man. Hey, God bless y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Lord bless all you guys a special way. You guys have a wonderful evening. I thank y'all for watching. Please join the live gang. You ain't hit the subscribe button yet. Roll to 300 subscribers on the way. I appreciate y'all for helping me hit 200. Last time we did a live stream like this, I went at 160 subscribers. So shout out to y'all for hitting that subscribe button and helping grow the channel. And roll to 1K on the way. And we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna keep bringing these deep discussions over time. I don't know when we're gonna get Angelo back, but we'll get Lucky Looch back whenever we can.
Hey, we're gonna talk, y'all. We're gonna talk, cuz, and we're gonna figure this out.
We're gonna talk this show. And remember, guys, do not become the narrative. Please change the narrative. Do not let the narrative become you. You become the narrative, and you take the narrow path, not take the Broadway path everyone else is taking. And always remember, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and most importantly, stay humble. Stay humble because God will humble you at any time. I love y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Y'all be safe. And I'll catch you guys next one. More vlogs on the way. More exposing celebrity videos on the way. We got celebrity again, BBLs. Men celebrities, by the way, kind of weird, whatever. But we'll talk about that in another date. But until then, y'all be easy, man.
All right, y'all, man. God bless y'all, man.
Peace.